It's so huge. What's up, Fawn? Good morning. Good evening. What's up, everybody? I didn't even know I was co-hosting today. I was just excited to come up and hang with everybody. But I'm co-hosting while I get ready for the gym. Everybody come on up. Tell us what you're thinking about the CRLs. Tell us what you're excited about. Don't be shy. It's a morning space, afternoon space, evening space for Fawn. Come kick it. There's nothing serious going on. Nothing happened today. No big news. Just an average day, in Web3.
For sure. Anyone that wants to come up, just discuss this complete community space. I made Compound a co-host so he can help me invite people up while I'm speaking, or maybe I'm busy. But yeah, if anyone else wants to come on stage, just request. I'll be sending out some requests as well for people in the audience. This is just to talk about the big news today. I feel like this is such a mega thing. Like, we knew it was coming, but like, wow, this kind of blew me away. I'm not gonna lie.
If you can retweet the space, now I think it's big too. Like I said, I just literally just posted something too. And if I'm trying to think, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, I don't see any other use cases that make more sense to the normal person or to myself. Even explained it to my grandparents, but it's physical items authenticated with blockchain technology and interconnected for verification. So, like, that right there at the base level is huge for the space. Like, we're giving the space a use case. But then if you dive into the description of the CRLs and see everything else that they can do, it's crazy. I'll share a post at the top, the description. Let's check in on Shadow though and Johnny.
Yo, man, Compound, how many times they got put Nike in the description for people to understand, man? They should have had 5 Nikes instead of 4. I don't know. But yeah, man, this
No,
is
dude.
big.
They only said it
Yeah,
4 times, so that must mean that Nike does not care about artifact. They only said it 4 times in the description. So I get you, man.
yeah, man, nah, man, it's this is huge news. I mean, this was apparently we found it way too fast because they like. You gotta launch these things with Apple and Android like a week in advance because they have to go through approvals and stuff, and then it gets like posted, and then so like the companies and projects they get told like, hey, your app's going to be posted on this day, and apparently like an hour after it actually posted, somebody was like, yo, I found it, and I was like, what the heck? But yeah, this is huge, man. I want to hear what
I was
Johnny.
having. Oh man, I know it. Dude, I checked the group chat, and I knew that somebody in the community would find the app before anybody even had a time to announce it. So I woke up this morning and checked it, and somebody had found the app. Like, I checked the other day, but I don't know. The community will find anything. They're gonna look, and they're gonna find words and pictures, and they're gonna just rip everything apart and like break it all down. It's actually pretty dope to be part of a community that kind of like dives in that deep, because it really saves me on having to do a lot of research. Just host a space like this, Fawn, and people will come up and tell you everything you missed.
Right? That's literally why I'm doing this, because I want to hear all the alpha that I've missed out on.
Well, I would say this, in my opinion. I joined kind of like right after you guys wrapped up forging the Air Force Ones. I know the CIRLs are like about to ship like any day now. I mean, it could be today, it could be tomorrow. But for those who are probably not aware, there's 3 different shoes that are either shipping, about to ship, or about to forge. So that's definitely the alpha. So whichever group you fall into, definitely if you're interested, try to do some research on those.
Yeah, I saw that post where it said, well, I think it was a screenshot from the app that said that more details about the dunks was coming in September. So I feel like it's clone September. Forget clone October that we had last year. September is our month, baby. I feel like we're getting a lot of stuff delivered in September. This month is our month.
Johnny, my dude, what is up, bro? How you feeling about the like back to back like posts and how it's all connecting right up into SneakerCon, and you're gonna be there hopefully with CRLs on your feet. Well, how you feeling, bro?
I mean, this is what we've been waiting for a year. I mean, I forwarded all of them, right? It's like I I got into this for sneakers, right? It's just cool to see it here. We knew this was coming for a really long time, but just to know that it's here again, it's not really here yet because I don't have the shoes on my feet. But again, it's with the timing and everything. It'll be dope if I can actually get them, and then seeing the screenshots of the actual earn potential and having a leaderboard and all that stuff to be able to actually earn awards and unlock stuff. It'll be interesting again with the less than 6,000 pairs. How many pairs are actually going to be worn, and how many people are actually going to be participating in these quests will be again interesting. But yeah, I've been searching that app store for the last like 4 days, like seeing if it was. So waking up this morning, seeing it pretty early, just posting the video, and then tagged Clegg. I think Clegg liked it within, God, I want to say less than a minute, and then I think within 3 minutes after that, Zaptio posted the coming more details coming soon video. So I think that I don't know if they were anticipating people in our community finding it and posting it as fast as we did, but they kind of forced their hand as far as like letting people know, like, all right, yeah, it is live, and just check the website. It looks like it's live now on the website to direct you to download the app. So, yeah, as a sneaker guy, with these being sneakers, with them being revolutionary in every possible aspect, I'm just excited to wear them, earn my rewards, and unlock dope shit.
Yeah, bro. Nobody's faster than the community. The community got out to it so fast. Everybody else is trying to pull. I woke up late, dude, and I was just like, "Oh man, I gotta dive into this." So I think you're right though. I think you all found it before anybody even realized that it was supposed to be ready to go. So it's exciting though, dude. It looks good. It's clean. The description. Everybody's excited about everything inside, and I'm like rereading the description multiple times. It's like my favorite part. I never thought.
What I love about it the most too is like with all the other adapt apps that they've had, like with the shoes, right? Like this is so much more in depth, right? It's like the other ones were specifically made to basically like auto lace, like lace on and off. But seeing this be like a huge, like comprehensive app where it's like you can see it kind of like evolving over time, or like having so many things involved and having all these links to all the different collections to be able to see it. Again, this will be like a nice little add-on for people that aren't necessarily within the ecosystem, right? Because it's not limited to having clones being able to download it, or even having the shoes to download it and be able to use it and interact with it, right? So you'll be able to find collections and find all the OpenSea pages and all the affiliate links that go along with everything, right? So and knowing that there's like wallet connectivity, knowing that like there's stacked rewards, knowing that this could potentially, yeah, it's cool that the app is a lot more than just connecting to the CryptoKick IRLs and like auto lacing them and like changing the light packages. It seems like it's going to be a lot more than that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think that's what like excites me about it the most, is that like I really thought that this app was going to be just solely like for the utility of the shoes. I didn't realize that there was going to be a feed, which actually is amazing, because when you think about it, like we always wanted a hub where like our community could go to find out like all the latest information, find out like, community stuff, but as well like, catch up with all the news, any drops that are happening. Like, so this kind of seems like it's going to be that like go-to place where we can, whether you have the kicks or not, like it will be somewhere where we can go and find out all the like legit information, which is amazing, seeing as we're having so many Discord scams and Twitter, like fake Twitters coming up. It's something that's actually nice, that will be like an official place that we can go and check out like collections and links and like a verified source of information. But also it seems like there's going to be a lot kind of surrounding the community and things like that, which that really excites me, because if they're able to kind of publish either articles or like links to like highlight the creators within our ecosystem, that's really dope. And like you just think that like, yes, it will be the people that own these trainers on this app, but I think it can go further, and I think this app will excite a lot of people even outside our ecosystem that will just want to kind of download it to check it out and see maybe what the competition is doing. And I feel like this is such a flex. I don't know any other profile picture project on NFT Twitter that's got their own app, so I think it's a bit of a flex.
Yeah, I would definitely say that I don't understand why more projects don't have their own app. I knew that we had an app slash inventory app like coming out. But it makes the most sense because, like you just said, like there is a lot of scams and stuff going on. There's a new Discord scam where you can hide the link. just having a local app to where all your communities knows like what's coming up. You can do countdowns to mints. You can do all kinds of stuff. Maybe even like news, drops related from the founders or something, like, it's just cool stuff like that. But I know you were talking about you wanted to know kind of all the alpha. We actually talked a lot last night in Bad Take about this sneaker con event that's happening. And there's some people who know, but they're not going to say. But they told us that it is going to be the max of a partnership event or collab event. Not really sure what the official connection is yet. We're going to find out, but apparently we can expect really big things out of this SneakerCon event, which is where I'm also thinking that they're probably going to be shooting to get these IRL sneakers out to everyone, the CIRLs. Then they're probably also going to have the Air Force Ones on display physically there. And then I'm hoping, since we got the app today and it says more news coming in September, I mean, I'm hoping we also maybe get our first looks at maybe all the colorways of the crypto dunks or something of that nature. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of news related to all three shoes and maybe even more. Who knows? So yeah.
That's super exciting. Maybe we can try and get Will on the stage, who who runs SneakerCon. Maybe we can message him and see if we can get him up. But Tevi, you had your hand up. Hey, how are you?
Hey, how's it going, Fawn? No, I just had to quick run and find a conference room here. But man, and ladies and gentlemen and everything and everybody in the crowd, listen here. This app, that's some next level stuff right there. Like, listen, you click on a link, right? And guess where it takes you? It takes you to all these various websites that, have been built over the last, 8 months to a year, that we were all wondering, oh man, why is it not in just one specific place, blah, 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 this and that. And it turns out, it looks like Artifact all along had a plan. And now it all connects seamlessly through an app that you can have on your phone. And you can go around, and when your friends who don't know who Artifact is are asking you about these shoes or whatever else, you can just pop the app open and show them everything and click a little link, and it takes you right to the website, on top of you have an actual physical product that you can show. I mean, how cool is that? How cool is that? Who does that? No one. That's the answer. No one. And if they do, it'll be after Artifact. So, man, it's a good day to be a clone. It is a great, great day to be a clone. Damn it. That's all I gotta say. That's it.
Tevi's going off in the conference room. He's like, I got to sneak away so I can go off in the conference room. And then I got to get back to work. No, you're right, bro. Actually, you guys were talking about it earlier. I'm actually really excited for what else the app is going to do. It looks like they're going to probably implement, I imagine the other sneakers could be in here, the news, more community like updates and events. I saw a little sneak peek of Cam, something in there that Fawn posted about Cam was on there. I was like, okay. There's a lot of cool shit that's in there. Let's go to Merrill. What's up, bro?
Hey, good morning. What's up?
Good morning.
It does. Good morning. Sorry, energy low, 3 a.m. Not gonna complain. Shit's pretty cool, right? I mean, everyone's dug into it. I think the way I see it as well is like they can maybe not many companies can get people to use apps on like a frequent basis, and like live active users is always a big thing. And so I think with obviously the toolkit that that Artifact has, AR could be in there as well, which could also mean that the quality of the AR could be better. And also, I don't know, my hypothesis of like, animus trainers and walking around and, haptic feedback, and then you're fighting people or you're fighting people's animus or whatever is going to be through the app as well. And I just can't see that not happening. The one thing I haven't tested myself is connecting the wallet for the inventory, which is obviously going to be pretty sick as well. So I can't like the inventory. I can't imagine they would want to send people to Snapchat to try on the clothes. Snapchat isn't great in frame rate either, and it's just bloated as fuck with all these other face filters. So I'd hope that they have that in the pipeline, which would make sense because, you know, they kind of did a lot of that stuff early on. Um, but yeah, I think the wardrobe's gonna pop off. Having gone to the SneakerCon in Osaka as well, they have serious contacts. Like Will and his team have just been doing it for years, rolling on constantly. So all the forged shoes, I can almost guarantee will be there. Some little some sort of moment. They're gonna have speakers. I mean, I can't imagine if Jeff Staple or someone whoever's in the area will probably be there and talking about it. They might like do some quite cool moments and stuff, and maybe announce some sneak peeks. Also, on the same time period, I believe that's when they're doing the pill announcement. So it's just layers and layers of shit on the way in the next couple of months. And then what's after that is obviously still a lot of things that they're drip feeding a little bit. So the imagination runs wild.
I think you're spot on there. Like, I think we can definitely be looking forward to, like, either if it's not in this iteration, definitely in future builds of this app. Like you said, it's like the first version, right? They've got this now as a baseline, so they can just build this out however they want. So I think it makes total sense that they would add in like AI, that's who they are and that's where they're kind of building into the future and stuff. So I can definitely see them adding, if it's not in this iteration, it will definitely be in future versions of it, where either, yeah, like you said, it's in app, or they're using Snapchat as like a, you can actually build it into your app where you've got the camera just built in, and then you've only got their filters. I mean, it makes so much sense because what we were kind of predicting about the dunks maybe being AR rather than screens and things like that, so that would make a lot of sense as well. It's super interesting. Like, I can't wait to see where they go with this. Tevi, let's go back to you.
I know. I'm so hyped. But did anyone else get excited about the when you were setting up the app, right, and you're logging in and getting everything going, how it send you the ask of Artifact app would like to get access to send you notifications. Artifact wants to be able to access your fitness activities. Artifact wants to be able to all these little notifications. Man, I was so hyped when those little pop-ups were coming up. It's like you're gonna be able to like be minding your own business at work or wherever else, right? And if there's a news update or something, you no longer potentially will have to scroll through pages and pages and pages on Twitter timelines. It will just come right to your phone through the app. Like, you talk about clear lines of communication to the community. It doesn't get any better than this, right? Like, you will always have everything at the ready. This is these past 8 months or whatever that it's been silent. Like, I just want people to realize, and I know people do, but I gotta say it for my own sanity, that there's a reason why they operate the way that they do, and we're starting to see that unfold, right? So I cannot. It is nice to have days like these, and there's many more to come because we're only getting started. But to see what all that work is amounting to, and the way it's being delivered in something that again hasn't been done before, like, you understand why things take a little bit longer, and it's not the instant flip or pump or whatever else that people are all excited about in Web3. This is something else different. This is actually brand building at its finest, and we get to be part of it. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm just hyped. I'm excited. I'm literally should be doing something else right now, but man, cannot not talk about this right now. So if I see like another influencer on Twitter talking about Artifact going to zero because there's only one wallet between them and the floor, I'm gonna lose my stuff, and I'm probably gonna act some type
I'm
of
gonna
way
be a
on the timeline.
act like a demon out here. Oh, bro.
So I'm just, bruh, nah, I'm going on silent right now.
Oh, bro. Let me just say one thing, and I see Merrill unmuting. I know he wants to say something. It's late there, but my favorite my favorite thing that I saw is being able to set up different fits or different settings, right? Like, hey Siri, strap me up for the gym, right? And the shoes are gonna get tighter. And then I'm walking out of the gym and someone tries to rob me. Like, yo, Siri, strap me into fight mode, right? And I just start drop kicking motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just, yeah, bro. I'm ready for that. I'm gonna have all these different settings just in case. Siri strap me into run mode. In case I gotta get away after robbing Johnny. Space matters. You never know, bro. You never know.
You know what though? I'm gonna say
Not
one
gonna be
last
able to
thing.
catch me,
I'm
bro.
gonna say one last thing. I guarantee you, if I forget my wallet or my phone, and I can walk up to my Tesla and open it with my shoes, I'm losing it.
I'm drop
Like
kicking
I
Teddy's
am,
door, bro. Open up.
bro. Like what? Oh my god. Ah.
Open the
Anyway,
Tesla door. The Tesla door.
Siri, open my car, and Siri just does it because I have the kicks on. Do you understand what this means? Damn it. Mm,
Well, the app asks for Bluetooth, right? It asks for the fitness tracking. It asks for
it did.
notifications. So
It
essentially, it
did,
could be
didn't it?
Siri compatible. It could be voice activated compatible. It could be all of that stuff. That's the beauty of like the iOS apps. You can connect them in these different ways. And
Yeah, you can just
And
create a shortcut, even if it's not.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. You can create your own shortcuts on iOS, so I'm pretty sure you'd be able to do that anyway.
a voice command
it's
that'll do
actually,
it for you. Dope.
and it's crazy part is it was actually written in the patent too. So
I was gonna
it's
say,
like
yeah, look up the patent for IOAAF.
AAF. Yep.
I'll tell you everything you'll ever need to know.
100%.
Dre's gonna.
And yes, it's
Been
under
trying
the
to tell
digital.
y'all.
It's all under the digital collectibles under every single pair. Says
Mhm.
wearable and IOAAF compatible.
I'm gonna
Remember that tweet
double
I sent
tap my
out not too
heels,
long ago?
bro.
It's like, oh man.
I'm gonna.
I'm a nerd, man. Like this is like, I'm gonna use the Dre. I can't even do the Dre voice, but this gets my giblets going. I can't be Dre, but damn, this gets my giblets going.
I'm connecting the heel tap to my setting in the house. When there's an intruder, all the lights go off. You know what I'm saying? And double tap the heel, lights go off, music starts playing, shotgun click. I'm just kidding. What's up, Dre? What are you doing, bro?
You out there getting ready for the gym? I'm at the gym. I saw the leaderboard
Oh yeah, I gotta go.
pop up in the app, and I was like, "Yo, I gotta be prepared for this." So I'm on the treadmill right now, trying to get as much information I can get from you guys to be prepared for the anarchy that we're gonna start once we get our CIRLs. What's good with y'all?
They better set a
That
deal
was the
on
thing.
that for Dre. I'm not gonna lie to you, fucking cheater.
That was the thing I was gonna say. Is that the IRL leaderboard is gonna pop things up. It's gonna get competitive in another way. Like people are competitive with creations, and I mean there should be a leaderboard for that. By the way, in some ways, maybe some credits. But anyway, everyone can move their body, and so maybe I might lose this fat I'm gaining right now in Tokyo. So fuck that. Yeah,
Hey man,
I'm not gonna
Dre
be.
Millie, Dre Millie's on his Will Smith. Will Smith said, "Look, there's two things about me when competing on the treadmill. Either I'm gonna win or I'm gonna die on this treadmill. Those are the only two options. So some of y'all for these leaderboards, y'all just gonna break your souls. You're gonna break your ankles. I feel like y'all gonna be running 24/7. Hey, I just looked on Amazon. They got some treadmill work walkers. If you work from home, you can get a little walk treadmill so that way you constantly moving, man. Y'all better get prepared.
Yo, whatever they do, though, they got to figure out a way in the app where Dre on his bike don't count. Like he can't be riding 40 miles on his bike. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't count that. Otherwise, I got to get a bike.
I'll be driving. Trust me, I'll be driving right alongside him.
Nah, I'm going
And you
ham,
know
bro.
what you can do though?
Ham sandwich, baby.
You know what you can do? I learned this from Pokemon Go, right? If you drive under 20 miles an hour, it still counts as walking, and you can hatch them eggs super fast.
I used to do
So
that, bro.
Dre can ride that bike all day. That's cool. I have like miles and miles and miles of city blocks that I can just, drive slow
Yo,
and
you
steady.
cheaters. You didn't realize
100%.
it's motion tracking, surely. Like that's what they're trying to track on your phone. That's what it's not just like
Oh,
the
Fawn, I've
distance
got
or
another
the
one for you. I've got another one for you. Listen, so this is the alpha, right? I'm going to tell y'all because this is what happens when you play Pokemon Go and you don't necessarily have time to go out there because it's like basically a winter storm. If you put your iPhone, right, in a sock and you bounce that sock, right, sitting comfortably in your couch, you can rack up miles. So, I'm just letting y'all know to even the playing field, but I am not losing to this leaderboard thing, right? Whether it's the right way or I'm gonna cheat my way to the top, I am winning. Okay.
You ban
And I'm
them.
You
telling
got these
you
Why
from
confessions.
ban
You got
them?
these confessions, man. People listening. People be listening in this audience right here.
Cass,
You
ban
guys
them
are
I
just,
right
am
now.
you guys
I'm
beaming.
leveling the playing field for you guys. You can choose to be all angel like and pull an Anya and do the right thing, or you can come to this side of the world. I'm rocking a demon for a reason.
I'm gonna choose to not say it out loud. That's what I'm gonna choose.
I feel bad for Tevi's employees. They're about to go on so many one-on-one walks. Hey, let's take a walk. Yo, boss. Yo, we are 10 miles in. Like, when's this walk over? But no. We got some shit to talk about. Let's keep going. Just walking around the office.
for
Yo, so
real.
Tevy
Oh,
gonna
I didn't
put
even think about that.
Tevy gonna put his
I didn't even think about
CiRLs
that.
in some socks. He said he gonna put his shoes. What kind of socks you got to put your shoes in a sock, bro? That's crazy. But you know what though?
The dust bag,
You can
It's gonna be
cheat.
just fine. Don't
You
worry.
can cheat, but you know what? You're cheating yourself, right? This is a two-way street. If you go out there and actually walk around and do your thing, then your body thanks you for that motion on top of you being on top of the leaderboards instead of bouncing big shoes and big socks. That's crazy.
Hey,
I think Tevi doesn't care, man. He's catching
I really don't.
Pokemon. He's getting
Yeah,
miles. He's getting points. You know, he's that's what his point is.
I've got some rare Pokemons in my phone right now. I've got
No,
all the
but no,
shinies and all that.
so
Good
this is
to
what me
go.
and Rusty were talking about. Like honestly, just like with the sneaker industry, right? It's like you got these backdoor botters, you got these backdoor people from the sneaker industry, right? It's like, and then there's the people like me who try to do it fair by just entering, right in a raffle or going on the sneakers app or trying to go into a store and build a relationship and actually get them, right? And then it's like, but we were saying this morning, it's like if there's a way for people to game this to be able to gain that leaderboard, like they're going to try to do it, right? So like this is what was so funny. We were literally having this discussion this morning, like the second it dropped, and we saw it. It was like, I wonder if they're going to have like a daily limit, or how they're going to track it, or what they're going to do, or if somebody's just going to go out there and work out like 12 hours a day just because they can, and then the rest of us are just sitting here like, well, I guess no point of trying that.
But you know what, though? I think at the end of all this, the clone community is probably going to be the fittest there is out there. And, that's really all there is going to be to that. Because, yeah, you know, man, this is good.
Yeah, I was
This is
gonna
good.
say everyone's gonna be super fit and the dogs are gonna be so happy. Like these dogs are gonna be doing 10-mile hikes every single day because their owners want to get on the leaderboard, not even realizing. Like the dogs are good. It's a bull run for the dogs.
Well, I know in the patents, it's interesting I don't know when this will actually come into play, but when you saw the patents, it actually has like full foot mapping where it'll actually map your foot. So you can't even have somebody else wear them to earn, and then it'll actually map your weight, right? So over time, it'll actually be able to track whether or not you've lost weight to give you actual rewards or not. So it'll be interesting to see like over time how this actually like computes with Nike being a quote unquote tech/athletic company, being able to actually like incorporate like earned rewards based off of like, and then I saw I don't know if it was just my imagination, but I swore like within the inventory app, it actually had like different statistics as far as like agility and speed and all these other things. It's like based off of foot movement and based off pressure within the sole and like the computing unit being able to pick those things up based off of like, if you go to like Nike Lab and you have those athletes like run on the treadmill, right? They're mapping their foot, they're mapping their agility, they're mapping where their foot is being laid and all this other stuff. So if that comes into play where it's like all of a sudden you're playing basketball, you're playing tennis, or you're doing CrossFit, or you're just simply running or walking, it actually kind of knows, and then it actually maps you almost like a video game character, like we always said, where it actually gives you unlockables based off of like different skill sets you might have, or different agility or speed or anything like that, almost to track your fitness and where it goes from the beginning of your goal to then over time it tracks like your weight, your activity, and all this other stuff, and then based off of like your results you get unlocked rewards. I mean, it's in their patents, so I mean, just a thought for as far as like long term thought on it.
If that happens in the future, I'd be I love the idea. That'd be sick. If it's in the patents, they've got plans for it in the future. But if that's in this first one, I would be mind blown. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff in there. I mean, all the tech. Someone's gonna do a tech breakdown and look at the PCB, and we're just gonna have to reverse engineer it, basically. I mean, we got people that can do that for sure. But I'm also hearing another side of it where we can basically like the stats of it, the agility, etc., strength, the stats of it could be tied to a shoe, and therefore you could like have everyone has different stat based shoes, and I could sell my shoes, or Drake could sell his shoes, or someone could sell his shoes, their shoes, because they have better stats perhaps, and therefore you build up these rare kind of shoes based on how much effort you put into them. So there's going to be these shoe farms, and everyone sounds like they're wearing their shoes already, by the way. Like everyone's wearing these CiRLs, right? No one's not wearing them suddenly, unless they're not wearing them and putting them on a machine, on a treadmill, or like one of those rotating devices. um and just like building these stat like souped up shoes, and like selling them online just because they give you like 1,000 over 9,000 strength or some shit.
This is why I got a couple, man. And I know people got a lot more than that, but there's one that's going to get used and abused for all these points, and then there's one that's just going to be there for just casually wearing it. But like we're going to be wearing these, like they're going to get worn. So having just one, it's going to be a problem at some point, because
Yeah,
it's going to get abused.
I'm
So
gonna be wearing them on my hands and my feet. I'm gonna be running like a dog.
now I get why Dre bought all four. It's like you're gonna put them on your hands and feet, pull like doggy moves and stuff, like Meryl over here. You need at least two pairs, at least. At least. Mm. That's a good thought.
It is actually
Hey,
quite smart to buy like your entire family, your extended family, aunties, uncles, everyone, and just get them to farm it for you. Guys, you all have to wear these kicks. We're all working together to get on the lead. But mind you, it would all be separate. Mind you, you'd be the top 10. It'd be Dre and wifey and kids and dog. Well, Johnny said that the dog might not work, but I'm sure someone will try it. Put 4 kicks on the dog.
You know what's wild? This is the first day the app has dropped. It's been a couple of hours, and all y'all talking about is cheating. Like everybody talking about cheating. It's been a couple. We ain't even got the app with the kicks yet, and y'all developing these plans to mastermind how you gonna cheat to win. Like, come on, guys.
you say
You know what the
you mean
problem
heavy.
is?
Heavy.
No, no,
It's
no,
not
no,
it's
no,
not
no.
we.
Listen. I gave y'all ways that you could if you wanted to. I will be righteous. This is why I've been working out and staying healthy and all that, because I knew this was going to happen. If
Bro,
nothing
it's
else, it's
backpedaling.
actually if nothing else, this is going to force me to run a little more. But
I
yeah,
mean,
no.
it's so smart on their end because it's forced advertisement in a way, right? It's like if you earn rewards through it, you're going to wear it. If you wear it, you're going to wear it out. If you wear it out, people are going to see it. They're going to ask questions, right? This is the beautiful thing about like it's marketing without even telling you they're marketing, because you become their marketing. It's like this is remarkable. Like every single time I wear these in every single sneaker store, it's like somebody's going to tell me, they're going to stop me. They're going to ask me something, or I'm just inevitably going to say, "Yo, check out these sneakers. If you don't know, let me tell you about them real quick," because yeah, I want the value of these things to go up. Why? Because I'm like one of the very few holders of this. And don't forget that, guys, you are the floor for these shoes, right? So no one can get them without you. So you determine what the market value is, right? And I just noticed that they were put up on Go, one of the biggest reselling apps. So if you actually go up there, I know all 4 colorways are now loaded on there. So as they start entering the secondary market, just know no one can get them without you. So with less than 6,000 pairs in the world, with 4 colorways broken down.
I mean, take it
Yeah.
one step further, Johnny, too, is if we're wearing them and advertising them and doing all that, eventually they wear out, right? Which then allows for more of these next gen, next whatever platform to be created with the same tech and pulled into the market, right? So that creates demand for future drops. So it's not just about today. Again, it's all about creating a revolving, you know, business that is selling at perpetuity, right? So it all makes sense, right? And it's all about setting the stage for what comes next.
We are, I mean, we are the test subjects for the crypto docs right now, right? So once we get these, right, this is like the team has been testing them out in small batches, right, within Nike and Artifact and whatnot, with Zap wearing them and Clegg and this that. But now they're going to unleash, 6,000 pairs too. So it's like as we wear them and they take the data analytics from the app and they see the use case for them, all of this will get translated into future iterations of their shoe, right? So it's, yeah, we're again evolving the company without us even really knowing that we're part of it. But it's like we are setting the stage for the tech for Nike as an overall company, as far as like wide scale quests and fitness trackability and earned move move earn potential. So this is another exciting part, is like just knowing that this is going to be the basis to like what the crypto dunks are going to be, and then whatever else they're going to do as far as their original silhouettes and so on and so forth. So super excited to just be like literally the test subject for this beta.
Yeah, the Nike Labs, we are basically, right?
Yeah. I was just gonna say the CIRLs, they to me feel like they're probably going to be, in my opinion, probably the scarcest move to earn shoe that Artifact releases. Because I think after, people get these CRLs in their hands and they're wearing them at the sneaker event, um, there's gonna probably be some at reasonable prices, but pretty quickly those will be scooped up, if not by us, but by sneaker enthusiasts out there. In my opinion, I I I know that the Air Force Ones, they have the NFC chip. I'm not sure if they have the move to earn in them as well. But what are your guys' thoughts on the crypto dunks? Do we think those are going to be moved to earn implemented, or do we only think the CRLs are only going to be the shoes that will have move to earn?
No, definitely the dunks. Like I said, I think this is the use case for the future of like the dunks, right? Like this is like a mass, 6,000 pairs where they can look at all of us connected to the app with our artifact profile. Then they can track our uses, put it up on a user board, win board and everything like that. This is how long they're going to test it before the dunks come out. We have no idea when the dunks are going to come out, but yeah, I really think that this is something that they're just going to keep building on. It just kind of makes sense if they were doing the whole move to earn thing in the first place.
Yeah,
I would
because it.
contradict that.
Oh, what's up?
Sorry, go on.
No, you good.
I was just gonna say, just for like another opinion, I would contradict that just because the dunks they're like 20K, right? Matching one for one for clone. And so like at that scale, they would also need to make the same amount of pads. I would love that because then that would mean, more visibility, everything, right? Even affordability as well. But the dunks, I think, would be in a similar line as the others. But who knows? Maybe the tech does improve, gets cheaper, and gets smaller, and the battery is smaller, and it's not as complicated because it doesn't need the self-lacing. So perhaps, like minus self-lacing, add everything else, and it could just be a
Yeah,
Bluetooth with some lights.
yeah, for sure. Not I'm not expecting dunks to have self-lacing. I'm not expecting the dunks to have the light up or wireless charging. Now, if they do have that, I mean, that'd be cool. The CIRLs are definitely, in my opinion, for a long time going to be the shoes that have probably the most tech packed inside of it. But to your point, to I guess play devil's advocate with that, The crypto dunks, there's only 14K available in total. There are some people that are holding hundreds and hundreds of crypto dunks. In my honest opinion, um, I personally see the crypto dunks doing around, if not maybe a little bit more than the Air Force One numbers, which I think the most Air Force One numbers was like 1900 for a colorway. So if there was like 8 colorways or 10, I don't think that we're talking about like mass produced or mass product, numbers like actual sneakers nowadays. So I see it being possible to add the move to earn. It's just you need that. I guess what was it? Johnny can probably help me with this. Is it like a sensor, or how do you actually calibrate like that move sensibility to track those steps within the shoes?
Is that the Trillium lace engine that we all grown to love? That would be a part of it. I mean, I guess that's of course is part of the auto lacing system, but I would assume that it also has something to do with how they do the tracking or capture the tracking. But let me jump in and say this: when it comes to Nike, one thing that we've always seen, if you pay attention, once they have certain designers a part of their team or their collaboration, they always find a way to integrate some type of um, form of what they've created into regular Nike shoes. So I would jump out and say that Nike's going to incorporate this whole system into other sneakers for the normies, quote unquote, to be a part of as well. Like move to earn, I don't think it's going to be solely an artifact thing, or I wouldn't assume to be a solely an artifact thing, but I think it's going to be a Nike thing that's spread across other models and shoes and across the board. And we are essentially just figuring it out and testing it out to see how it works within our own community. But they do the same situation with every designer that they have. Think about how Virgil came in and did the 10, and he had the more exposed materials on the sneakers. And then you started seeing Blazers and the regular Nike Blazers with the same exposed tongue and the big ass Nike swoosh on the side that he came up with and started integrating onto the 10 and all of the above. So if you think back to all of the collaborators that they've had and designers that they had via Nike, they've found inspiration and utilizing their ideas on other sneakers. So it makes sense for them to do that here as well, in my opinion.
I definitely agree with that, Dre.
Are you guys not aware of the like Nike Run Club app? They've been tracking people's steps for almost like 2 decades here, guys. You have to realize we got all the patents. Adidas doesn't. Okay, Nike does. Artifact is Nike, and Nike is Artifact. I'm gonna have to start writing some threads. Shadow, come on, bro.
Kira coming here shooting at Adidas every time he get on stage, bro. Nobody talk about Adidas at all. There's always
Yeah,
some
bro.
random buck shots.
Adidas hates you, man.
That's crazy. But no, yeah, he's right. Because I talked about this on Bad Take all the time, how Nike Run Club had the ability to receive those limited edition colorways of the Bo Jacksons, the Air Trainer ones. And all you had to do was run a couple miles and you gain access to specified colorways that necessarily didn't. Well, they ended up dropping after they did that whole Nike Run Club challenge. But this is coming from the same vein, and that was last year, back in November. And it's going to be the same type situation, just like Tevye already says. If you look at the patents, it speaks about being able to gain access to other shoe drops just based off of either geolocation or the energy and effort you put into the move to earn. So this is all stemming from the same vein.
But was that using the phone to track the movements, right? It wasn't the shoe was just a reference, was it? Or was it actually in the shoe?
It
Because
was,
I would only imagine it would be the phone.
yeah, it was just a phone at the time. But if you remember back in the day, if we want to bring it back around 2011, they had the Nike Plus where you put the actual module in the soles of your running shoe and then you tracked it in your shoes that way. But they kind of scrapped that around like 2015, around the time, if you do the math, around the time when they put out the patents for everything that's happening and we're seeing right now. So this is the evolution of that technology that they had back then. And it's always tied together like that with Nike, right? If you look at Dot Swoosh, that was created by Ron Ferris, who was the same person that created the sneakers app.
and it's just more evolution into the thoughts and ideas of what they wanted to do with that app moved into this app, so or into this program. So it's the same type of situation.
Yeah, I think the interesting thing is the other move to app platforms and like ecosystems have kind of disappeared or gotten really quiet because a lot of people started to manipulate the system as well. So I think because it's not the focus of the the DeFi or whatever the app was focused on, it might be a bit less of a focal point and therefore pressure to have to earn all the time. So could just be a nice add-on. But yeah, there's definitely going to be the fitties of CloneX going to be on top of the leaderboard. So that'd be pretty sick still.
The fitties. I wanted to go to Zaid because he's been trying to pipe up for the last 10 minutes, and you motherfuckers haven't let him speak. So hey, Zaid, how are you?
I just have two questions and I'll get the hell out of here. I have like, I think probably like 40 pairs coming my way because I'm helping a lot of people. And I guess my question to those that are also helping, because I made it pretty clear to these people, is like, look, I'm just going to ship them your way through whatever, FedEx, DHL, blah, blah, blah. And if you don't get them, that's not on me. Is that the way you guys are handling it? If you're helping, that's number one. And then number two, if you're in the audience and you're one of those people, you asked for my help months ago, and those DMs, I'm not gonna be going through my hundreds of DMs looking for your DM. You have to re-DM me, otherwise I'll forget. So if you happen to be in the audience, you gotta hit me up again.
Hey, Zaid, I'm gonna let you know right now. I had a pair that I ordered, so I'm gonna hit you in the DM just in case. I don't want you to forget about that one that you and I talked about. So just
God.
want to let you know real quick.
Just DM them. Oh my god. Oh shit. Said you just set yourself up, bro. No, that's good of you, dude. I'm helping
I've been
one.
able to see the threads before, but well, yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I was helping out one clone. I think Dre got in a little deeper than I did. And yeah, I'm just gonna ship it with insurance and ship it out to Greece for him. So whatever he chooses, like, yo, you set it up. Maybe you could even buy me the label and I'll put it on the box and send it,
Okay, no, I just making sure there's not like a special way you guys are sending them, because a few people were like, "Yeah, man, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out," and I guess I'll have some extra pairs for myself. But yeah, no, I just kind of wanted to get some feedback on that because I do have a lot of pairs coming my way. A lot of them are for fucking Randy, by the way. But yeah, we'll see what
Yo,
happens.
Randy's got 30 of the 40, bro. He's got 30 of everything.
Yeah, this man could genuinely open an artifact store for sure. He's got too many artifact items. But hey, I wanted to say hey to Baron. How are you? If he's near his phone or he's just up on stage trying to get the clout.
He's showing up at times.
he's trying to get the clout. Okay, well, let's go to Golden Age NFT. Hey, how are you? Have you got any comments, any thoughts about?
Yeah, nah. What's up, everyone? Nah, I'm just hopping on. I heard y'all talking about the app, and then kind of going off of what Dre was saying too, how they had they had the tech earlier on, and then they discontinued it. My thoughts on that was, is there a way that this tech on this shoe can be damaged to where the use case is like wiped away?
I'm
No.
sure you can damage them. Just
Yeah,
don't do
no.
it.
And that's what I'm
Don't break
saying.
them,
Like,
bro.
what would cause that? You see what I'm saying? Because you don't want to accidentally be stepping, and then it's like you might walk past a magnet or just something random. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, wow.
I think it's a good question, bro. Hopefully there is some kind of instructions that are put out with the box or something. Keep it away from this. Don't go swimming in it. Don't roundhouse kick too much. Dome. I don't know. Just a lot of different things. I got questions too. But
Yeah.
it's a good question. Not that I have
Yeah,
answers.
my first intrusive thought when I was watching that video, I was seeing the shoe itself tighten, and I was seeing the strings like they're, pulling tight together. I'm like, oh,
Facts.
okay, it's like that bungee string. And I was like, the first thought that came to my head is, what happens if somebody just cuts that?
That or just like oops and spills a drink on your shoe. You know what I'm saying? Like what happens? You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm just like, man, these incidents happen. I mean, I'm sure rainproof got to be up in the patent or something, but because it rains outside when you're running sometimes. But
It does
I don't
say
know.
it's water resistant, and you can step in puddles and stuff, so it does cover that.
Okay, cool. I was like, I know it's something. I didn't get the CRRLs. I got the forces and the dunks that I'm waiting on. So I'll be out there in LA to see how those are working though in person.
I'll say
You got
1 + 1 is 2. So if you cut the string that auto laces, it's not auto lacing anymore.
I don't know who would
Like
be cutting
I'm
the
almost
just
screen
saying.
though, bro.
I'm just saying, man. For
whatever.
me, I mean, you guys are better than me, man. For me, when I get my shoes in, I truly, honestly don't think I'm gonna be wearing my shoes, man. I'm gonna either keep them in the box or maybe put them on display, get them wrapped or something. Figure out the best way to. I just feel like long term is gonna be better having those shoes than. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure the leaderboard and everything's gonna be great if you guys got multiples. I at most will probably get two if I'm lucky, maybe three of a shoe. So yeah, definitely one's gonna be stocked for a long, long time. But if I only got like one or so, man, I just can't see myself wearing it. It's just too good in my opinion. Especially with that box that they got coming out. Man, let me tell you.
Well, there it goes, right? It's like over time too. You think about it, it's like every single time anybody wears one of these, it's no longer dead stock, right? So when collectors for sneakers are looking for shoes over time, they're not looking for used shoes, right? They're looking for dead stock pairs. So every single person, depending on the rewards that are unlocked with these things, this is where it's going to be interesting, right? It's like as people are actually participating in them, is if the rewards are actually like crazy limited, or if like they are extra sneakers, right? It's like if these are limited to 6,000, all of a sudden we get an even more limited sneaker or limited access to something to actually incentivize people to actually wear these things. Like the more that people wear them and that are less dead stock over time, the value of again all of these things go up, and based off of the size distribution of all of these things too, is it all comes into factor.
Yeah, like Shadow said on that, like if you're gonna wear them, you do want to have a pair dead stock. If you're trying to keep them to retail, but if you're keeping them to wear, I think that's the whole point. They want people to be seen in these shoes outside in real life. You see what I'm saying? And that's a part of the utility as of wearing them. They're trying to get that marketing base, free marketing base on us as well, because it's everything's an experiment that's going on, and this is just a more detailed experiment with these kicks coming out.
But
Yeah,
don't
I think we're gonna go on some night runs, and you can just sit by the sidelines watching our flashing shoots. So you do your thing, and we'll just be doing that. I think I think the hardware, honestly, like if they ain't engineering testing them, then I'm they ain't Nike. Like that, come on, the hardware will be put under a lot of like fatigue testing, a lot of stress testing. It's basic 101 for manufacturing. If they would send something out that would have to be returned, you know how much of a bitch returning product is. It's a nightmare. Like RMAs is just not the one. So like doubling down to make sure it doesn't come back is actually in their best interest. And in the FAQs, it says you have 30 days to return a faulty product, and then they have to review it, and then they'll send you the same exact one out. So I don't know if that means that they got some extra. Also, 6,000. How we only had six. What was it? 5,900 something, 94 or something only made.
5993.
Right?
5993.
How lame is that, guys? Come on, like it was like what? This it went
Hey,
from
that
20K potential to like
that's
like
what
nine,
happens when
five, six
people
thousand
are. That's what happens when people
sleeping.
are busy fighting.
Yeah, man.
It's.
It
I mean, it was
sucks.
a national sport. It was a national sport for a while there. It was like the it thing to do. But on a separate note, how cool will it be when you get your first over the air update? You know, one of the things I love about my Tesla is getting those over the air updates for software upgrades and watching the car evolve over time. Now I get to watch my shoe evolve over time. And that's not even like the dunks that actually evolved. This is just like, software update. So that's pretty cool. Another thing, and so
Did you know, guys? Did you know Teddy has a Tesla? Did you guys know he has a Tesla? I
I
I
don't know
had
if you
mean,
no
guys.
idea my man had a Tesla.
I
That
mean,
is
no,
awesome, man.
just man, buy Tesla
He's
stock.
gonna love them updates. He loves them updates
I'm
when
gonna
he
love it.
reaches his carbon limit and they shut his damn Tesla off for the week.
Y'all have me literally out here on spaces when I should be working. But anyways, I'm working too. I'm multitasking. But the box,
Research.
like, let's talk about that box. Like,
Nice.
do we think it's gonna have like AR built into it, or like, do we think is it just a box that looks cool, or does it do things?
How do you build AR into a box unless it has a screen? What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Well, I don't really know. All I know is I saw the
Like,
box in pictures and it looked cool. And I was watching SneakerCon videos yesterday, right? Because I had to educate myself on what happens at SneakerCon. And people were walking around, back to Johnny's point of dead stock, and because that's a new world to me. But this person sold a pair of Red Octobers, and the reason why they got as much as they did was partially because the box itself was in mint condition. So I thought that was a pretty cool, fun fact that, again, I knew nothing about, um, which then get me thinking about the box for the CIRLs and the fact that those are being designed to not just be basic. But I don't really know what to expect with that. And if I remember correctly, there's something about a screen or something like that. So I don't know if people have dove deeper into it or anything that we can talk about around that.
Mero, I think he's just
What?
asking if there's going to be like a QR code that triggers an AR experience, just kind of like the Remoas do, I think, or something
I
that
think there
triggers
was
an
that. There was
AR
a
experience.
video.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a video of like the shoe coming out of it? So it's got tracking on it, I believe. I'm trying to
I
look for the
posted the
video.
doc.
Am I right?
I think they've.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, there. Okay, yeah. No, that's the season 1 box. That's not the IRL box.
I imagine it might have.
Um,
I think I do remember seeing a video. Mero's right, of like an AR
Mm.
experience. I'm sure it will.
Yo.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm sure that box is lit. With all those like digital stuff, they usually have a charger with them as well.
y-
Kind of like those Jordan 11s. They had like a whole little tablet with it to charge it with.
Yo, the box you guys are talking about is the Air Force Ones. The Air Force One box is an AR box. It's like the rim. It's like the rim of a suitcase. It's not a code you scan. Just the box is in. It's printed in such a way that it activates a Snapchat lens, and then the box is AR activated. I don't know if a CRL box doesn't look like it's going to be the same thing, but maybe.
You're talking about that gray box too, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about the gray box. That's the one that the Air Force Ones are going to come in, and they said that will be an AR box, and I saw it, and it's just like the rim of a suitcase. Like the suitcase doesn't have like anything you scan on it per se, just the whole suitcase itself, just like the hoodie. The suitcase itself activates a QR code in Snapchat that will then have AR features, and I know that the Air Force One box is going to do that, but the CRL box looks like it just has a logo on it, so I'm not sure that it will.
Yeah, but
yeah,
the case though goes off of the blade, right? So it's when you scan the blade that it brings up the AR experience. So I mean, I guess to your point, Snap, that they could do something very similar, right? Just have something that keys it off, and
Well,
yeah, I just
I
haven't
don't
seen yeah. Go ahead.
I don't think it's actually the blade. I just think that the print on the suitcase, just like the print on the hoodie is in itself like a big QR code. If you look at the suitcase, look how all the designs on the suitcase laid out. It's kind of like a big QR code, and so that's what I'm saying. It's not just like one like it's you couldn't really activate it with the blade. It's like a QR code, and so I think that the box itself is printed in a design that's a QR code that activates, and the CIRL box doesn't look like it's printed in a design of a QR code.
yeah. It's just markers. Like the app is just looking for markers and then playing an animation based on the reference. So if it tilts and stuff like that. But I think the only unboxing in my memory is maybe like Verbal or someone unboxing the shoes. But I don't know if we ever saw the boxes. Was it black? Was it just a big black box? Because they had to they had a drawer, right? They had the drawer for the charger, and then on top of that was like were the kicks. And it came in like a kind of like a solid box because it's going to be quite heavy, right? So yeah, I think that's my memory of the box.
Didn't Khan just post a picture of the box like today? I thought he posted. What was the box in his post? I think that he might have posted a picture of it today too.
Zaptio put a whole video up. I put it at the top.
But
Oh wait, in the same post, if you scroll down, there's Prez also had a GIF about the boxes as well, but they look like they got the CiRL logo in there, and it's kind of more of a like a Tiffany blue kind of color. You see that?
Yeah, it was
Looking at
Harlan. I'm thinking of Harlan's post had the box.
Harlan.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Harlan did post it when he was like, "Oh, I'm about to go for a run or something like that." Let me go back and look at this.
So
Oh
unless that
yeah,
crazy design on the side is like an activation, I mean, it's hard to see though because he put the shoe over the logo because the logo could be a QR code activation. Maybe I don't know, but it doesn't look as much like one. So I don't know if it does.
oh, but it looks like a solid box. Damn, it's embossed and everything. Yeah, it's gonna have the
that's,
charger inside as well.
yeah, even that the blade looks like it might light up. I mean, it shit looks solid as hell.
I think Johnny's got one of the better video maybe.
Zaptio's official video he posted like in December is probably the best unboxing video we have.
Yeah, the one that I just posted is from Clegg. I mean, he kind of broke it down. He put it on his IG. It's about close to a minute of the stone.
Damn. Hype.
Forget about
Hype.
that.
Shit.
Yeah, let's go.
Hype.
Yeah, the charger as well. Yeah, I remember this one.
You
Fuck.
you guys like shoes? Artifact got shoes, bro. Check them out.
I know these things are shipping soon, and I know they come in waves. But I also heard a rumor that the varsity jackets will be shipping soon too. So there is a slight chance you might see
Hell yeah.
somebody in LA with a varsity jacket and CIRL. So that would be really sick.
I remember reading in the Discord that there's probably not going to be like waves. They think their shipping period is going to be like a 3-day period, and they're trying to get them all out within the same week because it's not shipping from the distributors that did season 1. I think it's coming straight from a Nike distributor.
That's some good alpha. I want to throw it over to V. Hello, V. How are you, my darling?
Hi, Fawn. I miss you.
I miss you.
I'm just here to say that. Just kidding. I wanted to touch upon the whole AR thing that you guys were talking about because what I'm hoping for is that the way that we can activate AR for these artifact products is going to go beyond QR codes, beyond specific apps, because you can activate an AR image or video just by scanning an image. It doesn't always have to be a QR code. And Justin Fredericks, who is like an absolute genius at doing this, his whole premise of what he's building is to have AR kind of be more native to just like you using your phone. So if you open your camera app, it'll scan, and his interface that he's designed with his team looks very much like the camera app.
Has V rugged for everyone, or is it just me?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was just me, but she's gone.
For
I heard my
real?
pauses. I was like, whoa.
V,
Oh,
you
there
rugged.
you are. There she is.
Hello?
We can hear you now.
No way.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
We hear you now.
Okay.
Hello.
Did most of it get cut off? Fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was the last thing I said? I missed Fawn.
You're talking about Justin.
Justin
You're talking about
Justin Fredericks and his team integrating.
Yes. Yep. That was the last piece.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he created this insane system where it looks like a native camera app that you would see on your iPhone. You don't have to be swapped over to like Snapchat or external apps because I feel like that's very annoying. So I'm hoping to integrate stuff like that into this app that is clearly being developed. I would love to see Artifact work with Justin, not to like plug him, but he just has a very, very genius approach to it. And I think there's going to be more and more apps that pop up. Hopefully, there's an ecosystem that helps streamline everything.
Well, I would say this. Artifact did a panel with Takashi Murakami at an event that I'm blanking on right now. And it was right after the Air Force Ones and right after Apple announced their Vision Pro headset. And some very smart reporter asked them, hey, are you guys going to be implementing your technology and like AR when it comes to like the Apple Vision Pros? Now, Takashi Murakami did say that he hates the way that it looks and that Steve Jobs would have never allowed something like that to come out looking that way, but he's excited about the technology. And I believe it was Zap said that they are very eager to get their hands on a demo kit so that they can start building stuff in those types of mediums. So the Artifact team themselves are already looking way into the future. Someone like myself, if you're in a bad take, you know that I absolutely love AR and I do think it's going to be the future. I think as long as they're going to be building the way that they have been and executing the way that they have been, I'm pretty sure like day one, whenever accessibilities of AR becomes more accessible to everybody, we're going to be seeing our products in AR, VR, all that cool stuff on Apple Vision Pros, on anything else. Like, I mean, phones are just like a given. I mean, I know phones are going to be available because you can do it with the phones right now. But I'm looking forward to the future to where you have a lightweight, maybe just like glasses or shades that you can put on, and you can walk down the street and it automatically recognizes an Artifact Dunk or CiRLs, and it automatically animates it like as soon as it enters the frame. So yeah, they're definitely looking at that stuff, but yeah, I can't wait to see it.
No, facts. Like some Ray-Ban scanners, bro. That'd be dope.
To V's point, though, I think the next step would definitely be in-house AR, because routing through Snapchat and using their platform, it works. I think Johnny touched on it earlier. It's not ideal, but the in-app and using the phone's LiDAR already built in would be perfect.
Yeah, I've had some people come up to me, actually come up to me and want to activate the hoodie, and it's like I got to tell them no, you got to have Snapchat, and then they're just like, oh, never mind, like it's too much effort now. So they know it does it, but they want to just hold up their phone and see it. So hopefully that's next.
We did the same thing in Utah at the snowboarding trip when somebody wanted to see a compound with in full Artifact mode, broke up down everything, showing like this 85-year-old grandmother how it works and his AR hoodie, and check this out. No, look, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. It was a nice experience there.
Yo, Artifact should come out with an app that's free to download, so that way, like in seconds, somebody can just automatically see it. That'd be cool if they thinking about doing something like that.
You talking
You
about like
should
the
write
app
you should
store?
write a 16-point thread on here's what Artifact should do, and talk about how they should drop that app, right? And like all the features it should have, like linking to different websites and stuff, and like how it'd be good to send notification to the community on how to keep everybody in like well informed. I think you should drop like a nice thread on that. Like I would love to read that.
Get to work on
Why
it, doing nothing.
Nike doesn't care about Artifact? A thread, 16
Yeah.
inches.
Like 16 points on why they don't care, even though like like even though like it's mentioned there. But let's I would love to see those. So Shadow, if you wanna, I know you're a thread guy, if you want to drop a couple of those, maybe collaborate with some other threaders on Twitter and help them out with maybe like point 9 through 16, and you can cover 1 through 8.
Hey, Cass,
That'd be great.
but man, when it comes to those threads, man, I was out here writing biblical text, man, and I was like, you know what? The people just ain't ready for it, man. So I told myself I was gonna wait until because I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna start this not hype train, like, let's not say that, but they're going to start an announcement train where they're going to start, boom, here's the shoe, here's it, shipping, here's your clothes, here's the next thing, here's animus. Here's once we get to that stage, which it seems like next weekend is probably going to be. So you're going to start seeing more threads again back from me. But I just was noticing that, like, man, people ain't ready for the alpha yet. So, I had to back
Bro,
off. But yeah, what ass?
bro, I'm on the
What was
stairs right now, and just my shoe just flew off, and I fell on the stairmaster. Bro, I'm wearing dunks. I'm wearing dunks. This wouldn't have happened if I had my CRLs already. Cass, what's going on, man?
It wouldn't happen, bro, if you tied your shoelaces. That's what you get for talking all that
Hey,
crap about.
whoa.
I heard you saying how you don't tie your shoelaces and you ain't gonna tie them and you don't need to tie them. You tie them
Oh my
shoelaces.
god.
Yo, no.
I'm so glad Snap is here right now, calling you out.
Yo,
This is
you want me to
priceless.
take responsibility for my own actions? Not happening. I'm a Web3
I'm
VP.
dying though, because I literally hear you in my head right now talking all kind of shit about how you never tie your shoelaces and how you don't need to and how you was working out with them not laced up and then you face planted, man. I'm glad.
He said, "I'm
My
glad."
man said, "I'm glad."
That's karma teaching you a lesson now. I no,
Oh
I used to
man,
not.
Snap is in full dad mode right now, man. Like that's dad talking right here. Like
on
Yeah,
if
me.
did
you're
we
not a
learn a
dad, you
lesson?
don't get this.
I never used to tie my
I,
shoelaces. When I was young, I used to always try to jump up and touch stuff just to see how high I could jump. And one night I was out with a bunch of friends. There was a really high tree branch. I had on like some Jordan 6s, unlaced, jumped up. It was on my birthday. Jumped up, tried to touch the tree branch, landed, twisted my ankle so bad I spent my whole birthday in the hospital. Had to get a cast on it, and I've been lacing my shoes ever since, boy. Not too cool to lace them no more.
Yo, can y'all believe I was supposed to go on a vacation yesterday? The damn flight is delayed, and I would have made it on time if the CRLs were here. Shoot, I could have flown
What a
there.
move faster. We're having safety concerns and everything else going on right now without the CRLs.
Bro, 100%. I
come on,
had to go
Cass.
back. I'm back to 1 day being safe again. I was at 750 days straight. Now I'm back to 1 day. It's crazy.
I've never lost a shoe before until today.
As an official artifact representative, there are no warranties or claims that you can take if you lose your shoe on said Stairmaster and or in airport. Well, try not to lose your shoes in airport and make your flight. Thank you.
Especially if you don't lace the CRLs, because I know Compound. You said you ain't gonna tighten them up. You gonna leave them loose. You still rocking with that philosophy? You gonna leave them unlaced? Or are you thinking twice
Bro,
now?
I'm never recording a space again. I didn't know y'all re-listen to them and hold me accountable for things I say. What? I'm not recording shit.
Wait. Hold up. The shoes got batteries in them. Those TS hold on. Are those TSA people? Are they gonna try to take those shoes? Are they not gonna let you walk through the middle? That work?
You're gonna be okay because if the capacity of the shoes was like 20,000 milliamps, that'd be fucking crazy. No way.
All right.
You're good. There's a certain limit on
Never check your
capacity.
sneakers.
Yeah, just don't try to like super smuggle them in like a sketch person. I think you'll be fine. Like they're as long as they just look like normal shoes, put in a bin, you're
Look,
gonna be okay.
There's a TSA guy out there right now who knows about these coming and is like, you know what? I missed the mint, but guess what? People are coming to LA. Somebody with the right size is not
man.
leaving the airport with these.
Have you
You
All
been
better
I'm
trying to use
stop.
that?
all I'm saying is I went to New York Comic Con about what was it? Was that 2019? It was right before COVID. And I bought a lot of like electronic type of stuff. I spent a lot of money on stuff, and all I'm gonna say is TSA jacked me, bro. They jacked me. They took some of my stuff, and I'm still mad to this day. So now what I do is I buy stuff and then I mail it to myself. instead of trying to go through the airport with it, because I'm like, no, because I'm not going to get all the way up there. And then they're going to be like, oh, you can't take that on the flight, throw it in this bin. And it's like, they don't even give you an option to walk away. It's like, what? Yeah, man. Be careful out there.
That's fast.
Oof. Take your laptops and electronics and put them in the bin.
Now I got y'all. Here's what you do. When you get up to TSA, okay, you put the light on your shoe on, okay? You say that this shoe has detection technology in it and that you live in the future, and then you just walk through the motherfucking detector and act like you just own this bitch. And that's it. And then you're good.
He gonna end up in the back room so fast. They're gonna be like, "Sir, we need to talk to you. We need to inspect your luggage."
They gonna tackle him.
Sir, these shoes have detection services. Get your hands off me. Get your damn hands off of me.
I don't think there's auto theft detection yet, so I forgot to add that into the warranty message that I previously had. So,
But you said yet. Like the keywords, all
oh
I heard
damn!
was
All
yet.
right, no, wait, because I'm not trying to set expectations like that.
Nah, it's too late. Too late. It's recorded too.
No, I can't.
Clip it.
I can say Compound
Send
will
it.
have.
I'm writing a 17-point thread on why these are coming up next with detection because you said yet.
I don't know,
It's
fucked up.
coming. Be ready for it.
Look, all I can say is Compound will at least have shoes that won't get caught in a Stairmaster. Like if you somehow have these things so unlaced that they get caught in the Stairmaster, you might as well just call it quits. I'm just gonna say that. At least like stop wearing shoes or stop getting on Stairmasters.
No, bro, I'm
So
not gonna get on a Stairmaster because I think it's tracking distance and not height. Like I'm not climbing stairs. I'm going straight. I'm going in a straight line. You know what I'm saying? We're racking up steps here.
Speaking of that, I think some people have already. It's really funny. People were actually so fast to find this app that it wasn't supposed to be live exactly today. We were supposed to have another like maybe 20 hours or so. So there's going to be some instructional videos going out tomorrow and stuff like that. But y'all were just too damn fast, bro. I think within like an hour of me waking up and I'm seeing stuff, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? But yeah, I think it's going to be fun to see new developments rolling out for everyone. Like we've been hinting at.
But I think you gotta admit though, I think we're doing better than we used to. Because despite the fact that we found this first, you didn't see anyone complain about how could you drop the app and not provide all the instructions right away. So, shout out to us. Like, man, we're getting more mature. This is great.
Nah, Diamond. Hey, look, I gotta take some responsibility. I was one of the people that like when monoliths were open up, I was leading the charge talking about AI pets or random whatever first thoughts kind of came into these spaces. So I was ready to put the fire to anything, gasoline on all of it. But nah, this year is definitely more about just delivering and making sure people get to see the quality stuff that the team is working on. Less hype trains, as Shadow likes to mention, more announcement trains, even if sometimes that's an announcement of announcements. I know some of y'all love those.
I do.
But
I'm a big
hey,
fan.
it's part of the keeping people along the journey. Otherwise, it's silence, as some would like to say. So, yeah, it's a new day, just more progress, small steps forward, and gonna keep doing the same thing every day.
Hey, Cass, man, for SEC purposes, not hype train, just announcement trains from now on, bro.
I don't know if legal's listening,
Hey,
so I'm just gonna nod my head silently.
hey guys, nice to be here. I don't know if you hear me well.
You're good.
Perfect. Guys, I got a little situation here because I ship it to a friend of United States in Seattle, and when they arrived, I'm just keep asking myself, how will I receive them in Europe? Like, I don't know how to do it. Any suggestion?
Isn't the person you send it to your friend?
Yeah, of course, it's my friend. He's like my brother, but he will not come to Europe like 2 years or something. So I have to ship them. If it's okay to ship them, is there a way to ship them, or they will keep the shipment? I don't know.
I think if you label the box that they do have batteries, so that when they scan them, they can see that. I think it wouldn't be an issue. I've sent laptops and like other electronic devices to FedEx or what have you, and it comes through, so it's not a problem. So I don't see any issues at this point in time. For your friend to ship it to you, I would just maybe say that there's a very standardized, there's lithium ion batteries in this product sticker or printout you can stick on the box, and then that should give them the heads up enough to be like, oh, it has batteries, send it through this process, and they check it has batteries, and it's like, okay, they'll send it through. So it should not
Okay.
be a huge.
So in the worst case, they will send it back, right?
I don't know.
In the worst scenario, like
I
They
hope
should
so.
send it back to sender.
Cannot
Yeah.
be shipped. Okay.
What
All good.
But
what country are you sending it to?
nah, they would send it back to the sender. But definitely do what Meryl said. Add that stamp on there, because you will need that probably to get past customs.
Someone should just
Can you
make a
repeat,
video
please?
showing people how to ship out.
Shout.
Every
Yeah.
country is different, guys. Every customs is different. Like, there's no way to make some guarantee for each country.
Yeah, I can tell you right now,
Yeah,
though,
it's
like,
a
I ship shoes internationally. Yeah. As a guy who ships shoes internationally, like with the exotics and all crazy high value pieces, it's just making sure you get insurance, right? And then just like telling them what it is, right? Just telling them what it is, and then you still have no idea. Right now that I have had a bunch of customs like just stopped at customs for months and months on end, right? And then all of a sudden I'll have a customer get a pair of shoes that I ship to them like a year and 3 months later, or like a year and 4 months later, or 6 months later. It gets insane depending on the country, because I literally ship to almost every single country on earth, and it's like, man, some of these customs, they are all completely individualized, no matter like what you tell them. So there is no quote unquote guarantee, but Europe normally takes a couple of months. Normally is
You have a better
batch
chance
from
telling
whenever it's
them
released.
exactly.
For sure, I will not sleep for days after I send the shipment.
I feel like it's almost better that everybody over there send somebody here, send one or two people here, pay for their plane flight, and have them just fly back in a couple suitcases.
That's the flex. Yeah, I support that. Anyone that needs to send the things to Japan, send me over to LA or wherever, and I'll bring it back to Japan, guys. Oh wait, no one's awake at the moment.
I think Fawn smuggled some suitcases back for somebody.
Yo, I did. I only
overseas.
did one, but it was really nice because I didn't get a Rimowa suitcase, but I really, really, really wanted one. So I got to have it for like a day. And I'm telling you, like, there was like 5 people that were like, I really love your suitcase. Even the TSA, when I was flying back from LA, they were like, hey, this is a beautiful suit. I was like, I know, it's not mine. But
Fawn, you should tell Compound how nice it rolls.
Oh, it rolls real good, real good. It's just a joy. It's a joy.
You did not just take the alley oop from Tevi to dunk on me. You not, as your co-host, you're gonna dunk on me like that with Tevi's alley oop.
It's too late. It already happened. And it's recorded too.
It's okay. It's
see
okay.
How,
I don't
how
own
like
one
happy
either.
she was to take it.
I don't own one either, so
she
it's
was
fine.
so happy to just like dunk on you. Just
me and Compound can cry and hug each other together and just be sad that we don't own one.
Yeah, but at least you get to experience it. Compound was too busy hating on it, and now he can even roll one unless Dre lets him handle his case.
Compound
will never be handling my case. Okay.
I'm not touching Dre's case, bro.
Whose case are you
Pause.
Hey, yo.
So can I become a artifact ambassador with my CiRLs? Like, can I start like saying like 1 mile in, 2 miles in, 3 miles in? Dre is gonna kill it. I don't know about me.
Definitely can be. You're an ambassador.
Hey, yo.
Hey, I was just gonna bring up that it's a really good thing that um that the what are the shoes coming up? I forgot the name. The crypto dunks that they've been confirmed to be global. Um because it sounds like that's going to help a lot of people because there are a lot of people that are living in, obviously different countries and stuff. So but that also kind of tells me that there's not going to be any type of light up slash, anything of that nature that may need to be charged, in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think, but I think that was the only thing that was holding them back from shipping globally.
Yeah,
What if it was the app?
Nah, the shipping stuff was more about just like international tech laws and how you have to get things like passed and verified in each country. So each country is different, like you guys were talking about, and so it just made the process a little bit more restrictive. And so that's why it was done U.S. only. And to Shadow's point, yes, they're definitely gonna be global shipping on the dunks. So that does mean there is not going to be those flexible LED screens, but it's gonna be cool. I'm still excited to see these roll out.
You dropping alpha on the dunks, Cash?
Yeah, you can't say that, Cass. People still out here. They a little. Actually, let me stop, man, because I don't want to get Dre Millie going and then other people
Wait, but
going
I
and
feel
just.
like we should definitely ask like some important questions like can we make the forging longer or know the pricing before like when we're gonna find out details like this stuff has to come out. We gotta know it. Gotta be ready. I wanna get my dunks.
Yeah, can people use the engine as a discount?
I would love that. I have a few of those.
Love that.
Yeah, some people have 30, man. Some people got 30. Oh
That's
shit.
messed up.
Yeah, I doubt the previous lace engine is gonna be played in again. It's like I hate to have like the mint disc maxi talks. Y'all ain't seen all those memes, but damn, there was an era where people swore on those mint discs like that was the gold, and y'all, please. So lace engines, I think their purpose was fulfilled for forging in CiRLs. For dunks, definitely going to make sure more information is clear for everyone. I think in the Crypto Kicks app, it already starts to hint at that there's going to be more stuff coming, more comms around that, and yeah, this is
And
just a new day.
in September, right, Cass?
Hey, that's what the app says. Look, I like that I can finally say that I can point to these places. I feel like for a couple months I had to just sit there and hint about like that yes, we're working on we're working on stuff and there's ways that official communications could look. I think this is still just the start. So
Hey, Cass,
I'm gonna leave it at that.
I
Cass,
want.
what are you excited about the app?
Oh,
Sorry,
Ooh,
I was just asking.
what am I excited about? I think it's gonna be it's also gonna be a cool place for just more of the community engagement and different ideas, ways we can help spotlight platform people. Damn, hosts already spilling things that weren't supposed to be spilled.
I was just about to come on to that. Seeing as you're on stage, give us the alpha. Zap
There's
already
no
gave us the alpha, pretty much. And Cam then confirmed it with the little zippy mouth emoji. What is going on with this? Like, this is literally, I tweeted about this like 2-3 weeks ago saying, like, this is the perfect solution. Doodles did this. Is this all of our dreams coming true? Cass, tell us.
hey, Cass. Also, there's like 100 thread lace engines on the floor now, man. What happened, bro?
First off, if I actually have any sort of power to move markets like that, God bless y'all. Come
Cass,
on.
this is your
Second.
Randy monolith moment at
Nah,
AMA.
oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Yo,
Jesus. Jesus wept. All I was gonna say is to answer your question, Fawn. I think is like what I've said a bunch of times. You know, we're all sitting here listening, active day in day out, and so we know what people want to do, what people want to see, what could be fun to do, what could be cool, and we're just trying to make those things happen. And best way to let those things happen is just let them be official things and all that, you know, and just let it be. But we'll have more communications across a lot of different stuff. I feel like over the next few weeks, months, years, you know, shit's just gonna keep rolling. So,
What are you gonna be excited for in the next few months, Cass?
damn, Meryl, why you gotta ask the good question?
I mean, can we do the next 30, 60, 90 for those of us who live in the corporate
Yo,
world?
let him answer the question. Stop interrupting, bro.
No, I'm not interrupting. I just want to, put some boundaries around 30, 60, 90. What are you excited about?
That's the
Make it a little bit
easiest
more
way to get me
specific,
trapped into a timeline. They say, "Oh, on day 30, we expected this because you guys said that."
It'll be Shadow too. Hey, it's the 30th
Yeah,
day.
y'all
Exactly.
see, y'all remember?
Hey, I'm still waiting for.
He's about to talk about the 4 weeks. I knew it. This man is about to bring up my 4 week statement. And I mean, we're not exactly 4 weeks out, but damn, it was kind of something. So I don't know, man. I'm trying to think. There's just a lot, and that's the best part. There's just a lot, and so I'm just excited to see it all come to fruition. That's really all it is. It's going to keep happening that way too, regardless 30, 60, or 90.
Hey, Cass, man, I just got to say one thing that I really like, and hopefully this is not anything bad. I've noticed it since I've been here. It sounds like this year for Artifact is the year of fulfilling commitments. And you guys have been, I know we've said it a lot in Bad Take, but you guys have truly been fulfilling each and every one of these checklists that have kind of been open. And I feel like a lot of people who maybe are in the sidelines or just wanting to know kind of like what Artifact is doing, like if anybody is truly interested, like in my opinion, Artifact is fulfilling commitments and making sure that everything is released on time moving forward and things are actually coming out and that they've already released. And I like that because it's not that you guys are trying to just create more and more things to look forward to. Like there's a lot of projects out here that are just continuously releasing things and people are like, okay, what is this and how is this going to work? Oh, here's another piece to something that hasn't released yet. I like that you guys are taking your time and you're knocking these things out, so by the time we get done with this, we've learned from everything that has happened and the whole, from the monolith 2 all the way up until now, and things like people actually understand like, hey, we got an app we can look forward to with news. We have, these uh community events to look forward to, IRL events to look forward to around the world. You guys have really kind of like tightened up and cleaned up everything. And I just want to give you guys your flowers because that's it's really nice to see.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm literally trying to look it up, but I couldn't find it in time. But there's a presentation that Benoit gave, I think, like the beginning of the year. There's just like all of the internal team, and there is like one of the starting phrases. There's just like 3 points like for the year, and I'm missing the third one. That's why I was trying to look it up, but it was like repair trust, fulfill promises, and then I want to say, shit, man, I don't know. Somebody on the team is gonna be like, dude, you were so wrong in the third one, but I don't know. I think I'll name it. The third one is laying the foundation, because that's definitely what I feel like is happening. And yeah, it's definitely on point. I think a lot of people saw how Monolith went, and we weren't. Nobody was excited, and that was the whole point. It's like just try to come back better, do things the way we know we can, and make sure we keep the community voice in mind, especially because there's a lot of good ideas. Sometimes it's just gotta be just gotta be heard. That's all.
To be honest, man, I was stoked as fuck about the monoliths. As many people as I was flooding it, I'm super stoked. And what's coming to me in the next week or two is historical. So I mean, people can FUD, people can do whatever they want to do. Like I said, ride or die. I'm gonna be here. These shoes, super stoked. Cass, team, I see you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, but it's time to open up the monolith, right? Because if the dunks are coming in, if you need to get them, unless you want to hold it forever. I mean, it's also a good move. It's all up to you.
True. I like how they played it though. They threw us a whole bunch of stuff, and then now they're just slowly nailing it all in order, kind of how they threw it. And I mean, and then they can even get out of order with it. We're all happy with it.
Yeah, also it's really difficult, right? Like they can't drop the ball. There's so much pressure now, and Cass is doing his best job not to falter or anything. So his head's on the stick at the moment. I mean, on the line, but he's doing a good job. Good job, man. Good job, everyone. Good job, Ferry. Good job. Who else is in here?
That's
People.
that's the thing I gotta say. It's one thing that's important to know. It's definitely a huge effort from not as many people as you would think. And I think that's also a big part of why, like, for the founders, it's even harder for them to. And we've talked about this, but these guys are under a fuck ton of different NDAs and agreements, and when you're working on everything from like the first interaction to the last moment it gets like pushed out to the public, there's a lot of times you can't really say anything, or a lot of times you can't like allude to what's going on, because then it just might blow up in your face one way or another. And yeah, just means that for this type of environment, when you want to do things fast and do a lot of cool stuff with a lot of cool people, sometimes there's quiet times and there's loud times and there's quiet times again. But I think the cool part where we're at is there's a lot of dope people in this community, and also on the team that we're just trying to keep everybody along for the journey. So once we're going through these valley areas, it's not as just dry. We people talk about how bad the bear market is, but y'all, I swear I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for this group and everybody else I met. Everything else, I probably would have head back to the corporate world. Ugh, that sounds so cringe, dude. Ugh. But yeah, y'all got me stuck here in Web3. So thank you guys too.
That's it. That's it. I think one thing I'm excited about the app is during those valley times, maybe we could be the ones that produce and kind of get the light, and then you then set up a new launch pad and give us some fuel, and we can just carry that on. So hopefully it's a yin yang thing, right? I mean, if everyone saw Clegg's post about quantum entanglement and how they have a new sensor that scanned it, it's all about the yin yang. So it's your turn. Now it's going to be our turn. So hopefully everything's ready and we can start producing some dope shit.
Yeah, I did want to ask Cass whether you can say or not. I'm not sure, but it would be really cool to understand, on the feed, is it just going to be kind of more like news and stuff, or will it kind of feature a little bit more about like the community? And, I saw that there's like the creator spaces there. Is it going to be like almost an extension of the Artifact creators kind of site? It'd be cool to get some insights on that, if you can say it.
Well, I think there's going to be some fun yin yang stuff, as Meryl said. And that's the best part, y'all. Opportunities keep coming. There's always going to be times where we're trying to find ways to highlight and spotlight people, or to just really show what's happening, because that's the coolest part of like what we have in the space, is that there's a giant, massive movement of people who are content creators, or they're artists or designers, or just fashionistas. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited to just see everything grow more. All you as people, as this is like a economy of sorts. It's definitely going to be really fun to see.
Look how good Kaz is at answering these questions, bro. You see how he's like just gliding like on ice. My man is out here figure skating on these questions. Shout out to the homie for that. That is crazy.
Big
Yo,
grinding.
Cass, man, my company works with apps and stuff too, man. So, with your guys' app releasing today, unofficially will be officially tomorrow. I just gotta ask, man, when are you guys gonna be doing your first, like, let's just call it shock drop, where you had the app downloaded with notifications turned on to be aware of it first, and everybody else is like, yo, how'd you find out about that? And we say, yo, you should have had the app and you should have had notifications on, and then it just like 10 times the app downloads. When is that gonna be happening?
Damn, Dre, didn't you see that sunrise this morning? That shit was beautiful, wasn't it?
It was gorgeous, bro. I really appreciated that one. God let
Yo.
me know he was doing his thing today. I appreciated that.
Hey, y'all better download that app. Everybody listening, you better download the app, have notifications turned on, bro, because you never know, man. I'm just saying, I
You
did
heard
that
it.
for y'all.
Wait. So
That's
I
what I
gotta answer that at least in a smarter way. So no DGens out here doing dumb stuff. Anything that's ever gonna happen, there's gonna be like some organization and some like, hey, it's not so much of a rush that you're downloading the first fake app that you see on the App Store, because that shit's real. I think a lot of people don't realize, but phones are hacked more often than like any other application because we're just silly with phones and we just download shit all the time. But yeah, I think you can download the app. You can watch from Twitter. You can go to the website. I feel like the journey with Artifact, it'll just keep growing. There's going to be a lot of ways we'll try to keep people updated, involved, all that stuff. Don't want people to miss out on the cool things, and don't want people to FOMO into bad links or dumb situations. So yeah, that's all.
And all the Apple people out there, you got your do not disturb schedules. Make sure you add the new Artifact app to the exempt list on all your do not disturbs, so that way you don't miss out on anything. Just in case, not to degen, but just in case Artifact does something. But yeah, this app though, I do think is very. People don't realize how much utility you guys can do with just your community when you have a dedicated app. And it's not like, oh, you gotta buy it now type of deal. It's just kind of like you can get a news update 15 minutes before they then post it on Twitter or before they post it on Discord. Like, you know what I mean? Like, most of the time, people, news comes first on dedicated platforms that can be websites, apps, whatever. That's all I was meaning, not to like cause people to degen. But hey, if you're an artifact and you don't have the app on notifications, I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, I'm pretty sure this was like the questioning thing, right? It's like as you're like going around, right? It's like as you're walking, all of a sudden, like a notification pops up and it tells you, you go on this quest, and then all of a sudden your shoes start vibrating and practically, or telling you exactly go left, go right at this intersection, go straight, go left, go right, and then you double tap your heel, and all of a sudden it gets dropped into your app, right? And then all of a sudden, then you can go through your app and claim it, right? Because your wallet's attached to it. You got the digital. All of a sudden, maybe you have a Again, they've done this in New York City with Air Force Ones in 2017, where they had the RFID chip in it. It was New York City exclusive. It was a 3-month beta. Basically, anyone who had the app, once a month, they would notification to anyone who had the Nike Plus app who had those shoes, and then they gave them like a 30-minute window to be able to claim that shoe. And it was actually first come, first serve. Like everyone who had that shoe got the notification at the same time, and whoever got it first was claim the shoes. So this was back in 2017. So it's like with these shoes, with notifications put on, with like in real life questing, with all this stuff, it would make sense for them to basically all of a sudden you just randomly walk into a mall, into a Nike store or something like that, and all of a sudden you get a notification saying like quest begins, and all of a sudden it's like maybe 0.1, 0.2 miles, or even it's like on the upper level of Nike, and all of a sudden you go to this section and then it's like double tap, just like Pokemon Go, and then all of a double tap your heel, it goes right into your wallet, and then you either have a claim window or it's just a PO app or something like that that you were claim that you were there or something like that. I don't know. This is at least my thought process as far as how it's going to go.
Y'all remember how people were running through Madison Square Garden chasing Charizard and Pikachu? Yeah, it's going to be the same thing, except it's going to be shoes. It's going to be great. Hope y'all are ready, because I am.
I mean, like Artifact has
You
like
good?
a Pokemon adjacent project also. They only do shoes. They're not very, out of the box. Animus
Heavy,
project.
Animus.
I
What's
love
that, Meryl?
Shadow's sarcasm, bro. It's my kind of humor. Imagine if there was an animal-like project that they have. Imagine.
I mean, you just gotta dumb it down sometimes, man. I'll be reading some tweets and I'm just like, y'all just don't know, bro. Like, did you just type in like Artifact FUD or did you actually like try to look on their website, which is going to be updated, which I'm looking forward to quite a bit. But yeah, man, Artifact's doing big stuff. I think the guy is in here. I know it was Ape. I forgot what his name was, and I'm apologizing if you are still in here. He made a post, and I 100% agree with, outside looking in. He said Artifact is shit. Now I'm gonna forget the whole deal. Anyways, I'm just gonna say my version. He basically was saying Artifact is the biggest like risk reward play because he's like they have all these tools, and if they execute it the right way, it could be seen as like the biggest reward play out of all the projects going on right now. And I don't even really know if people were really hearing this dude out and what he was saying, because like that's why, and I told you guys in Bad Take, I put my money on this horse because what I was seeing was a company slash project slash, Nike, acquired asset that, yes, made a mistake. We all know what the mistake was, but everything else that they had was still there. Nothing really changed. They were obviously still going to deliver on all this stuff that we're seeing, but we know how crypto works. We know how NFT works, and people have a short, they have a short attention span. And so most people probably even forgot a lot of this stuff was still coming out. So I've been seeing the last few days of kind of like people were like, oh, Artifact. It's kind of like almost like it's foreign to them, but they kind of remember about it. And it's like, yeah, they do got a lot of stuff going on. It's like, bro, nothing has ever changed. It's just that's kind of how crypto, I guess, is. But with this sneaker con coming out, these IRL events, these shoes dropping, and everything else is coming out, I think people are going to realize the difference between what Fawn was saying at the beginning of this space, the difference between a PFP project and the difference between a project that's actually delivering not only IRL items, but also innovative tech integrated into those items using blockchain technology and also solving problems within that ecosystem that's been there since, the beginning of time when people were buying, fake shoes and all the other stuff. Appreciate it.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna wear my CiRL's bowling. I don't know what y'all are gonna do, but I'm gonna do it.
Yo, that's gonna be the first quest right there. It's a bowl of strike with your CRLs on. No, but I was gonna say, I think honestly the first, some of the first quests might like. I think if you do one of these location-based quests, it's gonna be difficult to do unless there's actually an event, just because the community is so spread out. Unless you do it in a major metropolis like New York, LA, Tokyo. There's not a lot of options. I think that would maybe not cause as much of an uproar within the community, but it could be more of a, we know we're not doing move to earn like a token, but it could be more move to earn type quests where like if you do so many miles in the shoe or, or so many activities because it could track so much, that's something that everybody can do, all around the world, and everybody can be included and still kind of reap the reward. So I'm imagining some of the first quests might not be as location based as the patent suggests, although I'm sure they will do those. I'm guessing that if they really start rolling those out, they're going to be at events where they know there's going to be a lot of clones in that area at that time. So imagine like SneakerCon, like you can have to go somewhere in the convention center, check so many booths, walk around there during that event, and then that's something that can really get everybody active and involved.
Hey, is Artifact gonna be at SneakerCon with like those shoes that we've been talking about?
I think
That'd
they
be
might.
crazy. That'd be crazy if they were. Imagine.
Yeah. I mean, that seems like a good opportunity.
Imagine.
And
Hold
this,
on,
Yeah.
Patrick, on my feet. Sorry.
this will be the first time too we have the production CIRLs out for anybody to see. Like we got to see some early production models at our Basel, but nobody's gotten, except for influencers, have gotten their hands on the actual final production models. And I know they probably made some tweaks and some changes, and we'll have the app live, so it'll be dope to kind of really get to explore them at the event.
I think that's right. I would just keep an eye on maybe Asagi and see where he goes, because where he goes, AR goes, and he'd be testing shit. So I think he might be the alpha. And so if you see him on the streets of Tokyo, maybe that's a sign. And I don't know, we had gym trainers in Pokemon, and we have these cities where we have some hotspots of clones, and now we've all installed the apps with locations found. So hotspots, send out some AR, send out some gym leaders. Gym leaders, yeah, fitness leaders. There you go. Who's gonna be LA's fitness leader? Let's see.
Hey, Cass, man, do we get bonus points for walking into a Nike store? Because I got like 3 around me.
Also, why can't we all have gyms and people come and verse us?
Yo,
Damn.
This is what
fight
happens
me.
when you guys get Cass on stage. Just start asking him all the craziest questions.
Nah, I'm waiting for the super speed flash request next, and I'll make sure that's the top of the list forwarded to the team, because I also would like to run at super speed. But no, I think the best way to let all this information out is, like I've always said, is just to let it be official. But there's a lot of cool ideas. How they happen and when they happen, we'll see. Some ideas are similar to things I feel like people will want to see, but I think there's also always limitations that people sometimes might not consider. So super speed might not be in the cards for V1. But damn, yeah, we'll still try to have a lot of fun and make sure that people who got these shoes have a unique experience. I think that's the most important part.
Hey, if I
Yo,
put the oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I got a question that I don't know if it can be answered, but we minted the shirts with the things. Do we know yet, like, if the shirts are shipping with the shoes, or do those come later? Or has anybody said anything about that? Are those with the Air Force Ones we minted the shirts? I just want one of those CRL shirts.
It was Air Force
Yeah,
One.
dude, I'm not gonna lie. Snapback had me thinking for a second. I was like, wait. I was like, wait. But yeah, those are the Air Force shirts, and yeah, that's a different story. Which those will be shipping in October still. So, and I think that was one of the things people have we've talked about in Bad Take, but might as well just say it again. I think the biggest things with season 1 was how large it was and how many different like custom items at like unique quantities. So managing those factories to make all those definitely took a lot of time, which was unfortunate. But I think almost everyone's about to get their stuff, and hopefully if you still don't have it, you can just reach out to either me or someone else, and we'll help out. But the rest of these shipments and other forges, I think, are going to look a lot different, and definitely coming from different factories as well. So, it's going to be fun to see people with their Air Forces, and the people who go to SneakerCon, obviously, hopefully I'll see you in the CIRLs this time.
Yo, for people complaining about shipping times, I just want to say, and like how long things take. I don't know if anybody else has been watching the Hot Wheels show. I don't know what channel it's on, but there's a Hot Wheels show where people design their own Hot Wheels car, and the winner of the show got to design their own Hot Wheels toy car, and then you have a chance to buy that car. So we've been watching the show. We saw the car. My kids are like, I want to buy it. I want to buy it. We go to buy it. It's not going to ship until July 2024, and this is Hot Wheels, who's got a whole factory who just has to make one car, and you have to prepay. You got to pre.
Damn, Hot Wheels is rugging Snapback so hard. They sent the agents in. They sent them in.
Yeah, they're like, you can't sully our name on Twitter Spaces. What do you think this is?
Turn my man into Cold Wheels.
No, I got to
Wait,
Somebody,
I got a call, but yeah, but no, I just want to say, so like that puts things in perspective where, I mean, things like this take time. It's not just like Artifact, dropped the ball or was doing too much. It's just, things like this take time. So
Yeah, I think people in the world don't understand how much time production and manufacturing really takes. It's a long process, you know.
I blame
I'm
that
not.
on crypto.
Wait,
I blame Amazon. Amazon's like, you can get it tomorrow. It's like, what? What do you mean? Wait
I,
2 weeks. Deal with it.
it's like making everybody else look bad.
No, I blame it on crypto because I've found that what basically happened, in my opinion, for those who are just truly in it 100% for the money, you're doing stocks and then you realize this thing called crypto can make gains even faster. Then you realize this thing called NFTs can make gains even faster than crypto. And it's like, then you realize that, oh, well, if you buy something and immediately flip it, you make gains even the fastest in like a couple of minutes. So when you got a bunch of people like that with that type of mindset and you tell them, hey, you can buy something and get it in 6 months, that to them seems like years. So yeah. That's why I blame crypto.
I'm not good at math or anything, but October seems like it's pretty close, and I feel like we're getting some shoes right now, and then we're gonna get some shoes in October. That seems like they're really almost like back to back. I don't know. If someone can math that out for me, tell me when that is. Let me know.
October
But let's
next
go to
year, mate.
let's let's go to Roach J.
I was going to volunteer comp. I can do an infographic for you, no problem. It's good marketing to
Yeah,
outline
like a
time.
chart. Yeah, I need like a chart.
A chart.
October.
I can paint you one. I mean, I'm flexible by any means, right? No, I was gonna say I joined late, so I don't know if it was mentioned, but from a app announcement release, I'm like, so with CRLs shipping soon, we're actually going to get the product that we bought. And then they also dropped another product. Like, I think it's sometimes lost on people. Like, an app is a total product that takes so much time and effort internally to develop. It's a whole nother beast to create software with infrastructure, user experience, the scalability and performance and secure, like all of that. Like, we're in the space, so we're techies and we know. But for the normies out there, I think just to know that we're going to show up to Anaheim, hopefully in our CIRLs with an app, and we can show them. I had mentioned in, I think my quote tweet, just that we are going to be like walking billboards for Artifact. This is a brand dream to have advocates, ambassadors, if you will, out there. Like, you can't not have us talk about it while we're at SneakerCon. It's going to be amazing. I think we're going to show up like an army, a well-branded army with the best tech, and now with an app that you can show the spectrum. Because I think you can wear things and show people, that's amazing. But when you can show them in an app, it's a whole different experience. So I just love the campaign. And I'll just mention the full-on launch campaign that they're executing against. It's a moment, right? Like, this is a dream for any project to have a marquee moment that you can surround, get your community super jazzed. But now we're going to be decked out as well, and yeah, on our bodies and on our phones. So just so excited. I did not get any CRLs. I only have the Genesis T. So I am contemplating if I do like a custom outfit or dress of some sort just to support Artifact with whatever, maybe extra Genesis shirts I can get my hands on. But I'm excited to show up and be there at, how do we say it? Anaheim? Compound. How do we? Tortevi.
I know.
Anaheim.
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 Any
Anaheim.
ham?
I'm gonna have a custom setting that says conversation, right? And anytime I get in a conversation, like, hey Siri, strap me in for conversation. I'm gonna show them on the app. Anybody I talk to, strap me in, Siri. Let's go. Let's rock.
I love how everything's about strapping you in, mate.
Yeah,
well, it's
bro. I
because you
just
flew
fell
off
off the
that dragon.
stairmaster.
Ayo,
Yeah, exactly.
pause.
I lost a dunk. And it shot off the stairmaster. I wasn't strapped in, ready to rock. So Siri's gonna have
Well,
to take care of me in this app.
I wanted to make a comment on what Rose said. Um, I think, for Artifact is well deserved because you get free billboards out there in the wild when you actually deliver on a product that the community members actually love, and you treat them as exclusive VIP customers for actual IRL products that go along their innovative NFTs. When you just treat your community as just a hype group and you just hype each other up, it's gonna be hard to get people interested in actually doing stuff for you. So yeah, I think it's well deserved. I know some
Shadow,
people they didn't want to be customers, but hey, I'm happy being a customer, man.
how dare you call me a customer? I am
Yeah.
a collector, and a connoisseur, not a customer. I would
Man,
like you to retract that.
somebody
Retract it.
said
Retract
I
it.
don't like that because they treat their community like customers. I don't know about y'all, but I feel pretty good being a customer right now. That's all I got to say.
I was just gonna say one thing before I dip out. Nothing about the collector customer status, because I think you can identify us however you want. It's 2023, and we're gonna still deliver cool stuff based on what we talk about. So that's a whole different topic. But for the people that are interested in the events coming up, I did want to just obviously highlight that the Singapore group's starting next week. They're gonna have an art gallery. It should be pretty cool for anybody who's out there. Super excited, and shout out to that group who've been working really hard on putting that event together. And then same with the Anaheim stuff. If you guys want to go to SneakerCon, we're gonna have some emails go out, and we'll make sure people are aware of how things are going to go. Definitely want people to enjoy the weekend. So if you guys are holders and you RSVP, make sure you come through for the holders night at the museum. Should be a fun one. And yeah, definitely want to make sure everybody's enjoying themselves, because like you guys said, it's a super fun experience, but I think it's less about like the marketing side and just knowing that once you get a bunch of dope people together in a room and they start talking, it sends it. Like that's how a lot of us got to here. I think Dre and I, we were talking in person. I know, crazy, right? Like fucking PFP's meeting in real life. That doesn't make any sense. But anyways, we were talking in person, and we were just talking about how, if we hadn't lived out here in LA, we might not have had the same journey that we had. And I can 100% say that, like, meeting a lot of the people out here and just actually like making friendships was like so pivotal to just me being even deeper into this, because yeah, it's just cool people. Like it was, everybody told me about how LA's so bad with all these like fakes and all this shit, and then like I only met real ones, and I was like so confused. I was so confused. I think the first time I saw like an influencer party, which Drake can attest to as well, because damn, PFP's meeting up IRL. Yeah. Anyways, we're not gonna get down this rabbit hole. At the end of the day, there's cool people doing cool stuff around the world, and I want you guys to be a part of it, and we'll all have fun. That's the goal. But I'm gonna go back to lurking. Got to work on some other stuff. And if you guys got questions, anything, just hit me up. I'll be around.
Appreciate the alpha cast.
The alpha was friendship. Oh God, so cringe. I should have just ended it
Oh
before.
no.
Cass, come on, bro. Like,
Rebuttal.
I'm about to rug you. I'm about to
And the
rug
Rebuttal.
you.
So
spaces.
anime.
Don't record the
If
spaces.
this was bad take, that would have been the rug right there.
Give him a
I'm
rebuttal.
just saying.
Give him a rebuttal.
Nah, let him have that, man. That was a speech. That was like an end of anime speech, It's just like with friendship, we can do it all.
That's crazy. But also, guys, like, obviously we've been going for 2 hours or whatever, so I'll probably be closing it up in a sec. But I kind of have a little bit of personal news that I'm really hyped about, and I want to share it with you guys, because I was thinking about like waiting a little time, but I'm going to share it. So talk over me. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Wait, what? Who did it?
Wait,
Who done it?
What happened?
She's got some surprise news,
I'm
but she has to
confused.
come back for it.
I can't just talk for no reason.
Can you do a roast?
What kind of co-host am I?
Hey, compound.
Hey, no, for real, who's going to LA and what are you guys excited about? Or Anaheim? Oh, Meryl, go ahead. You had a question?
Do you know Tevi has a Tesla?
Bruh.
And did you know that I might be able to open it with my CiRLs?
I've never heard
in the door.
Imagine.
I've never heard a Tesla customer complain about being a customer. Tesla treats me like a customer. No, these motherfuckers are out here telling everybody, yo, I got Tesla. Yo, I could open the door with my phone. They track me everywhere I go. Literally everywhere I go, they can see where I go. It's crazy. I love it. They can shut my shit down anytime they want. I love it.
I do love it, man. Like, I always know where my car is. You know, no more getting lost in the parking lot. I can just pull up the app. Guess what else has an app? Artifact. But anyway, you pull up the app and it tells you where the car is, right? Just like now, I'm going to be able to know where. See, when I get to Anaheim, right, and I'm looking for you, my shoes will vibrate when I get close. So I'll know that it's you. How cool is that?
Yo,
I mean, that's pretty cool.
I was going to say on the Rose J tip, not as cool as the Tesla, but this will be the first time that we will be able to be dressed in artifacts from head to toe, minus underwear, actually, but everything else. Because I went to the Drake concert and I had the hat, the shirt, the pants, the socks, but I did not have shoes because I did not have shoes available. But now we could go shoes, pants, socks, shirt, even wear an undershirt, t-shirt if you want, and the hat. And it will all be artifact branded in our hands, which I think is pretty awesome. And I was also going to say the shout out to the team because they said September. I know earlier they had said August or whatever, way earlier, but they said September. So, you know, to me, that means like end of September, October, or, you know, it's going to be late in the first week of September. They're shipping. So we complain all the time about stuff coming out late and taking too long and them not meeting the deadline. And this time they said September, and first week of September they're going out. So mad respect for that.
And I think you made a very important point, though. I think for season 2, we should get underwear and swimsuits.
Yes.
Gap in the market.
Definitely.
Fawn, what is this at the top? What do we got up here?
Guys, I bought another clone. I've honestly been like sweaty palms, like shaking because I'm so excited. This is literally my dream. Like, if anyone like has known me since like the start, I love my girl that I minted, but like I've always wanted one that like looks a little bit more like me so that I can really do like content that like I can merge the worlds and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And oh, I did it today, and I was so nervous doing it, connecting my ledger and everything, but I'm so happy and I love her so much.
You were so patient.
Congratulations.
And you found it.
Congrats.
Oh, it's a fire clone. She's so clean.
Yeah.
And it looks so much like you. 100%.
Isn't she perfect? And I feel like she's like similar enough to like my old one with the ponytail, but it's brown hair, which I actually have in real life. And I love her. She's so unique, and like I've never seen a clone that looks like her. So I feel like that's like important for me as well, because I obviously want a clone that like people can like instantly identify me with, which I think my old one was like that. So I'm so glad I have her. I can't believe it.
I love
are you doing an
choker.
official PFP change? Like, are you swapping them out?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I like really had to think about it, but like I think I'm actually gonna like fully convert everything now, because it's on all of my socials. Like even all of my in real life friends who like have me on Instagram know me now for this clone. So it's gonna be such a weird change, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, like what's happened?" Because they don't really understand like the concept of that you can just buy another one and rock that one instead. Just tell them you dyed your hair. You just dyed your hair and changed your
dress. Yeah, you dyed your hair.
Yeah, exactly. I like a Benjamin Button, you know, the white hair went to the brown hair, you know.
What trait is on the clone? Is that like Sailor Moon, or I'm trying to figure out why that looks so familiar. It's like
schoolgirl.
Yeah, I think it's called like schoolgirl. I think white schoolgirl, like dress or whatever. But yeah, I think it's supposed to be like Sailor Moon, like kind of anime, like schoolgirl kind of vibes. But I love the choker. the choker's really rare. Like I haven't seen that many clones with it. I think there's only like an 8% trait or something.
I think it's the
Yeah.
eyebrow, choker, and eye combo that make it such a fire clone.
And the eyes match too. Some of the clones' eyes
Yeah.
don't match. That one does.
And
That's a cool one.
clean humans are the alpha, man. Getting a clean human that looks like you, like I wanted a clean human to do for like same thing, marketing and everything. Clean humans are the alpha, man. It came out dope. I love it.
Yeah, for real, Snap. Yours actually looks like you, and I'm like, I was inspired when you got yours. I was like, damn, I need to get one that looks like me. Finally done it. 2 years in.
Hey,
So
no worries. I just did it a couple of weeks ago. So, I mean, we're all on that same train, right? It's like as we've been here, it's like we have these
for
aesthetic
real.
clones that we love, but it's like you're seeing these ones and really identifying with them, right? And then just you're taking it, it's like just rip the band-aid off as far as that goes, change the profiles and take it on as your new identity.
Yeah, Johnny, that one's sick. Like I was eyeing that up ages ago, but then you put the beard on, I was like, wait, that makes so much sense. And it's fucking sick.
I gotta force the metadata change, man. I gotta force it. I gotta get that red beard on me.
You're gonna change it. That's sick.
damn, y'all got me looking at clones now. Like Fawn's like,
Yeah, yeah. Everyone's just like silent. Everyone's silent. Wait, what's up?
She said, I had to dust off the ledger. It's been so long since I activated that thing to get a clone. It's a good feeling though when you finally find that one. Like I was searching for a while until I found this clone. It took me months. I was talking about it, and then I found it.
Yeah,
So
my demon
it's a good
took me
feeling.
over a year. It was the one. So that's a great feeling. I'm super happy for you, Fawn. Like finding the clone that you can actually identify with and look, I was gonna say in the mirror, but look at your OpenSea or Ledger or whatever and be like, yeah, I see myself in that. Like that's an amazing feeling. Super excited for you.
Yeah, no, it's super cool. Like I really, really can't wait to start like making some like proper content now, because I feel like I was holding back a little bit because as much as I love my girl or whatever, like obviously like we're different race and like it's
It would be dope in infantry if we could like do like different things with our clone though, just to get like a little photo snapshot of it, just to have it as your PFP.
Well, the app has a little bit of inventory in there, so that might be the first taste of that coming.
Perfect.
What were you saying, Fawn?
Oh no, all good. It was I was just saying that like I'm excited to make content with her. It'll be fun. But thanks guys for all your love. I just wanted to share it with you because it happened today and I was like, I didn't tell anyone, like I only told like 2 people. I told Prez actually because he was like, we need your 3D files for for the recording for YouTube. And I was just like, I'm not going to tell you. Well, I'm not going to tell anyone else, but you can know the alpha. I bought a new clone. But yeah, no, I'm super excited. And thanks for the love, guys.
Clean humans are the meta. Forget all of the data, the demons and the angels and all of that BBS, all of that good rah, rah, rah.
Chill. No, I want to see the outfit that she's wearing in 3D because I'm sure it looks dope.
Oh, it does look amazing. Savant has one, and he actually did the Sailor Moon animation a little while back, and I think he has an angel with the same outfit.
Is it actually a dress? Because there's not any actual dresses in that when you get to see it's just a top. But is that an actual dress?
Yeah, it's an actual dress.
Yeah, I think it's like a mini dress because you've got some of them that are like a bit longer. But yeah, I think it's like a shorter kind of dress. But yeah, I'm super excited to download like the 3D files. And if anyone wants to do any edits, I'll send you my 3D files. I love that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm excited to kind of get it into Clone Tools and play around with it.
Man, everyone's getting new clones. I need a new one. Shit. Illa got a clone. Like, I mean, Shake always gets clones, so whatever, Compound, whatever. Fuck, whatever, you guys. Baron, whatever, man. You can go suck it.
Every time I'm in Discord, Baron or Shake buys a new clone. It's like, all right, guys, save some for the rest of us. We're trying to find some clones too.
Yeah.
What's up, Baron?
We got
What's
a
the
new
news?
trumpeter in the house. It's loud over here. I identify with my clone. I look exactly like this MFer. That's all I got for now.
Wait, is he wearing a suit? Is that custom?
It's
That's an
Murakami Tech.
alley. That's an
I only wear
alley
custom
special.
suits.
Shit.
Yeah, Fawn,
You're,
get
you're, you're
those
salary man.
get those files in Allie's DMs as soon as possible, Fawn.
Oh my god, yes. I need a new one ASAP. Oh my god, I'm just so excited, guys. Like, I honestly feel like I've like bought, I don't know, like a fucking house, or like given birth to a child, or bought a dog or something, you know? It's like I've been excited all day. My palms have been sweaty.
For real? I thought you were gonna say you're pregnant. And
Well, I was waiting for somebody else to say
No.
it, so I wasn't like the first one.
yeah.
But I
She said it
legit thought
though.
that's what you're gonna announce. I'm like, she's about to come on here and say, "I'm pregnant and I'm
Yeah,
getting
I'm expecting
married."
a
I'm
baby
like,
soon.
okay, cool.
No, I thought Fawn's a hustler. I thought she was going to come in and say, "Guys, I took on another position, my third Web3 company. I am out here grinding, baby, grinding." And I would not have been surprised. I would have been like, "Yes, we know how you rock."
Hey, Fawn, I'm not gonna lie, man. I was hoping you was gonna come back with some Planet X collaborate.
Uh,
No, man, it's a clone space. I gotta respect, you know, no shilling here.
Yo, shout out to all the artists too. Like when you get these new clones, it's so dope seeing like all the artists like taking our clones and like already making war with them, right? It's like just in the last couple of weeks with Wayne and Ali and Rupsy and all these different people taking my clone and like actually like I think Dom Jordan some stuff. It's super cool to see like all of these amazing creators like wanting to create with the clone that you have because you're just so excited about getting it that like represents you. It's just again, it just shows you the possibility of the future of like what this thing holds. But again, you're going to get in what you put out, right? But yeah, just shout out to all the creators and the artists that are like creating dope shit with our stuff.
Yeah, I can't wait to buy you guys' vials as well too. That's what I'm actually really looking forward to. I want to see how that whole rollout happens. Hopefully we get some updates on that in September.
It can't all come in September though.
bro, if you
It
give
says
Shadow freedom, you got Shadow with the freedom to speculate, man. He'll go off. Nope, September. We're getting
he's putting everything in September, bro.
I have to reel him back so much. Like Shadow, chill out. The shoes are not going to take you to the moon. They're not there yet. You know, let's just focus on the first step. Left, right. Let's walk first.
If you say a date or a time frame, I'm not gonna let it go. I'm waiting on 4 weeks. We still in 4 weeks to me, man. And now we in September. So hey, let's do a twofer. Let's get them both done, man. Let's do this.
That is funny.
All right, gang. Should we close this up? Does anyone else want to come up, ask some questions, talk app stuff? Now's your last chance.
No, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for having me up here, Fawn. I appreciate helping you out. I had a blast while I'm at the gym.
Thanks, Fawn, for directing my day and making me hide in this conference room for 2 hours. Building isn't, things are still working out fine at work, so I think it worked out. It's my first day back to after being out for a month, so this was perfect. Thank you. Now people are gonna wonder, where the hell is Teddy?
Oh my god, love that. I hope you don't get fired. Fingers crossed.
Nah, I run this. It's fine. But anyways.
Thanks, guys. We appreciate you guys coming and joining me to co-host, and thank you all to our speakers. It's been a super fun chat. I feel like we haven't had a community spaces like this in a little while earlier on in the day, so that some of the European kind of people can, because I love Bad Take, but it's always so late at night. I'm always asleep. But yeah, maybe we can like do a couple more around this time. I'm always happy to host. So yeah, but love you guys.
See y'all.
Take it
Bye.
easy.